All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for more One Piece. So let's begin. Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, continuing my 60-plus day journey of me reading through every single volume of One Piece up until when I first started doing reactions on this channel. I'm already gonna hit the spot where I started reading One Piece overall a little bit, I want to say, possibly next week. But today, we are going to be reading volume 62 of the series, titled Adventure on Fishman Island. Good to see you, Cohagen. Good to see you, Sir Cashalot. You missed a time skip. You missed the beginning of it. But now we get to continue off of where we left off yesterday. The Story of One Piece, volume 62. When he lost his brother Ace in the Paramount War, Luffy learned just how weak he really was. But Luffy also reconfirmed how important his friends were for him to move forward. Rayleigh visits Luffy and suggests that he train. Agreeing, Luffy sends a message to the rest of his crew to meet again in 2 years. After 2 years, the Straw Hat Pirates meet up once again in the Sabaody Archipelago. They set sail for the New World with a renewed resolve. Though the fake Straw Hats interfere, Luffy's crew strikes them down easily. They are on their way to the underwater Fishman Island. And today we got a whole bunch of chapters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 chapters for today, so it's going to be a hefty one. Chapter 604, To the Deep Sea.
How deep are we? There's not a lot of light down here.
We passed the phonic zone and we're about to enter, and we're almost to the end of we passed the photic zone.
I want to say photic, but photic.
We've passed the photic zone and we're almost to the end of the aphotic zone. We're at least 3,000 feet below the surface.
It's so quiet. It's nothing like a submarine. It feels like we're flying through the air.
Whales! Goes Chopper. Laboon! No, that one looks like Whitebeard, as it shows many whales, but one that's actually white. And it kind of reminds me of the Moby Dick and the other ships that sailed for Whitebeard.
Ready, men?
You ready, men? Yeah, big brother!
Yeah!
The target is right in front of us. Because remember, Caribou is right behind Luffy and the gang. It'd be easy to just destroy their ship and send them to a watery grave. But that's no good. Nobody'd know who killed them. I have to cut their heads off and bring them back with me. Then the whole world will know my name. They're not prepared for battle. We'll ambush them. Don't mess this up, me hearties. Yeah! Because Caribou and Korobu are preparing to try and take on the Straw Hats.
There's something at 6 o'clock. What is that? A sea beast? No. Hey, everyone! I think I see a ship behind us.
A ship?
It's headed straight for us.
And the ship is being pulled along. By this big sea cow-looking creature. That looks oddly familiar.
Charge!
And they wind up slamming into the Sunny.
It's a pirate ship!
Get away, you'll burst the bubbles!
They're running their ship against ours. Are they trying to raid us through the bubbles? Who are they?
Board them, men!
Yeah!
Hey, wait! Momu?
Yep, it's Momu! Momu all the way from Arlong Park. He somehow got press-ganged into pulling along Caribou's ship after all this time.
Momu? Aren't you Momo of the Arlong Pirates? It's me. Don't you remember me?
Goes Nami. And Momu remembers Nami. But then he remembers, then he sees Sanji and Luffy.
He looks kind of familiar, Luffy.
You sure?
No, it's just him.
So he works for these guys.
And Momu immediately gets flashbacks to when Sanji kicked him in the face and when Luffy swung him around in Arlong Park. And immediately gets fearful.
Why you?
Windmill!
Follow my lead.
Aye! Somebody's jumping onto our ship!
And Caribou leaps on with his crew behind him. Now's the time while they're still confused. Kill them all! But before the rest of his crew can even jump on the ship with Caribou, Momu, suffering PTSD, takes off in the opposite direction.
What?
And Caribou is looking. Caribou is looking like, oh no! Captain Caribou is still on the enemy ship! Big brother!
What's wrong, Sea Cow? Why, Sea Cow?
And the crew and all of the Straw Hats are looking at Caribou. Give him a nice greeting with the Gatling gun.
Kill all the Straw Hats and...
That's when Caribou realizes that he's all by himself. Please stop! Don't throw me into the sea! Anything but that! It's too cruel! Have you no regard for human life? It's precious! This is the same person that says, like, I can't kill them if no one knows that I'm the one who killed them, so we need to cut their heads off so I can bring them back. And this man is preaching about life is precious. And he literally, in moments before, back on Sabaody, he had no trouble impaling a Navy officer and then shooting him point blank. Right. Such a hypocrite. The Lord is watching you! Don't you realize that?
Don't give me that. You would have had your men mow us down with a Gatling gun.
And Frankie just tosses him off to the side. Then Zoro steps up. Who are you? You're the captain of that ship, aren't you? No, of course not! I'm not the captain!
That's ruined old Zoro!
I'm nobody. They use me as cannon fodder. I'm sick of that ship. Your timing was perfect. Can I stay with you just a little while longer? Please!
I'm starting to feel sorry for him.
And this is Chopper who's saying this, and then Usopp goes,
Nothing he says is true. He's lying. What? It's all lies!
Then Nami pops up.
Hey, where'd you get that sea cow that was pulling your ship?
Yeah, we got a cutie here. You must be the cat burglar. And Caribou just licks his lips. And then Sanji immediately plants his foot in Caribou's face.
How dare you leer at our beautiful navigator like that?
Oba!
Nami, you'll be okay now. And then all of a sudden, Sanji looks at Nami and gets sent flying in the opposite direction with another nosebleed. He can't even look at Nami right now.
You're getting to be a real nuisance! I should use some real tame pictures to help you rehabilitate!
We caught that thing around here. Experienced underwater travelers get beasts like that to pull their ships for them. What? Really? Goes Luffy. Stop! Stop, Sea Cow! What's gotten into you? Sea Cow! Big brother, I'll come save you! Then we get back to Luffy and company. Coup de nosebleed. Coup de blood vessel. That's what that is. Are there any sea beasts around here?
What are you plotting, Luffy? Hey, Nami, aren't we going in a different direction than the log post is pointing?
And it shows Caribou, who's been tied up. Drat, I never foresaw this. What am I supposed to do? I'm outnumbered 9-1. I can get out of these ropes anytime I want, but I should bide my time and pick them off one by one. Or should I? And then we go back to Nami.
That's right. We have to travel southwest from where it's pointing to be on the right route.
Why? It's faster to go straight down. I'm so cold I'm getting goosebumps on my skin. Wait, but I don't...
But you're a skeleton, so you don't have skin.
And Brook, in the anime, he gets upset that Chopper interrupts his skull joke, and he's all like, Chopper, let me have this. It was funny in the anime.
If we went straight down, we'd get caught in the sea currents and crash into seamounts or submarine volcanoes. What? Volcanoes? The seafloor is scary! But I thought the currents of the Grand Line were unpredictable. Can you really trust any of them? One of them. Everyone should put a coat on. It's going to get cold soon.
We're going somewhere cold? I thought we were going to the deep sea. Does Zoro not realize that the ocean is cold. Period. Like, sure, you have volcanoes and stuff like that, but the majority of the ocean is cold. Zoro, how did you... thank God Perona was there with him. We're going somewhere cold? I thought we were going to the deep sea. Deep sea is cold, of course. Even in... Oh, wait, this is Luffy going. Oh, no, this is Frankie.
Deep sea water is cold, of course. Even in a bath, the water is hot at the top and cold at the bottom.
See? Even Frankie knows.
Right. So if the same is true of the ocean, the water gets colder the deeper you go.
But there's a lot more to the deep sea than just a change of temperature. There's this huge ocean current called the deep current that we don't normally see. Right now, we're riding the surface current, which flows in a completely different way.
What? There's a current below the current? You seem to know a lot.
Yo, I've been around a long time. And Frankie again.
And those currents are always connected somewhere. They just don't branch off and combine from west to east. They can go up and down, surfacing and submerging like a giant dragon. The sea currents flow all around the world uninterrupted.
I heard that the deep current flows very slowly near the ocean floor. If it were to carry you all the way to the bottom, you wouldn't see the light of day again for 2,000 years.
2,000 years?
That's right. There are countless legends surrounding these unknown currents, too. Monsters, curses, lost souls.
There are ghosts in the deep sea?
There are? Scary! I'm getting excited, goes Chopper, Brook, and Luffy respectively.
I don't know about ghosts, but we're riding the downwelling current that connects the surface current with the deep current.
A lot of currents.
It will take us to the deep sea where the deep current flows. Yeah, that's smart.
And then Chopper chimes in.
But how do we find that thing that'll take us deeper?
It's just like what Frankie said about the bath. When seawater cools, it creates a downward current. I get it. So we're going to find a cold place where the currents go down. In a way, the red line is a collection of interlocking islands. There are summer islands and winter islands. Of course, the place we're heading has a climate of a severely cold winter island. Then there's another condition necessary to make a current plunge downward.
Huh? What's that other condition?
What could it be? You're not even following this, are you? Are you sure you want to hear about the salinity of the ocean?
Sure, I used to play with the salinity all the time when I was a kid. I'd like to get one of those salinity swords someday.
Just go over there!
Because both Luffy and Zoro have no idea what's being said right now. They're the examples of himbos. They got a lot here, but not a lot here. Where did you get thrown to, Zoro? Well, about that.
So what about this salinity thing? You have to tell us about the mysteries of the ocean.
As, you know, the more sensible people like Chopper and Usopp are listening in.
Huh? I'm glad you're so eager to learn. Well, in order for a current to become downwelling, the water has to be cold and heavy. In extremely cold places, sea ice forms. When that happens, the salt current... So there's...
And then both Chopper, Usopp, Zoro, and Luffy are all like,
so there's some mysterious currents.
Right, yeah.
This is why I told you to just shut up and stand by!
Want to sing, Nami? And then Robin.
Nami, I see it.
Really?
Huh? Where's the mystery current?
What does that what does that down current look like? Is that it? Wow!
Mother Nature sure is awesome.
What is that thing? As Sanji, because this whole time Sanji has been on the deck, laying down with, you know, blood transfusion bags connected to him, because every time he has a major nosebleed, he loses tons of blood. So he literally needs a transfusion every single time that happens. And he's getting it up with holding his IVs and blanket over him.
What is that thing?
That's the downwelling current plume. It almost looks like a giant undersea waterfall!
And it's a massive underwater current that looks like it's just an underwater waterfall that plunges straight down, and it's massively vast. I remember in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, when you go to Atlantis, there's a section where there's some I think there's like a Daredevil statue on the other side, and you have to get it, but you're over this big bottomless pit. It kind of reminds me of that, because that was big as well. It's going all the way down to the bottom of the sea! It looks really fast!
Amazing! Oh wait, amazing. What a magnificent current. It must be thousands of feet in diameter. Awesome!
Hearing about it is one thing, but seeing it, it's spectacular! Yo!
I can't see the bottom! It's pitch black down there! We're finished! We'll be slammed against the ocean floor and smashed like bugs! Are you sure it's okay to go into this current?
Don't worry about the Sunny. Don't worry about the ship. Sunny was made from Jewel Tree Atom Wood. She's the ultimate ship.
Hey, Straw Hats! Turn this ship around right now! You're in trouble! What? Oh yeah, I forgot you were here. Look down there! A monster! Huh? I didn't know that thing was living down here. The mass-murdering demon of the seas, the chaser of ships, the enemy of men! That's... Whoa! The Kraken! And there's a ginormous octopus. A ginormous octopus that's underwater, and it has like a ship in its tentacles completely crushed, and it's right in front of the Sunny at the bottom of this, not near the bottom, like inside of this massive down current. And Frankie, Chopper, and everyone else is screaming.
He's already crushed some vessels. It must have taken out all the ships that departed the past few days.
It's a huge monster octopus!
I don't know where it came from, but it's snatching all the ships sailing the downwelling current. I never heard of anything like this. Please, I don't want to die. Turn the ship around. If you wait a few days, that monster might... Shut up! I got a great idea. Let's tame it. And that is the end of Chapter 604, SBS, and then Chapter 605. Hello, Mr. Oda, how are you doing? Your readers always say, I'm starting SBS before you get to. I'm actually one of those people who would like to say I'm starting SBS too, but that phrase, I'm starting SBS, only has meaning when you, Mr. Oda, say, I'm starting... Stop! You said it way too many times! Meh, it already started like 4 times already. Hello, Odachi. This may be sudden, but my friend said she could start the Buster Call with her chest. She said she could even summon the Fleet Admiral with it. Anyway, I have a question. Can you do a Buster Call with your chest? Sanji must really love this SBS. He has to, because it shows both Robin and Nami in like these swimwear bikinis that are in the shape of S. Chopper's wearing like a chill shirt that says B on it, and then Robin has a shirt has a swimsuit that is shaped in an S as well. Then yeah, Nami's actually holding them back in this SBS little banner here at the top. Can you do a Buster Call with your nipple? Sign, Matsuko Deluxe. Also, the last one was from Nyosuke. Answer, are you insane? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe I would say that to a reader. Let me answer you. I can get 5 battleships with my nipple. No, I can't, you fool! Oh, I'm sorry. Question, I found something strange. In Volume 51, and at Sabaody Archipelago, Luffy got fat after eating some takoyaki cakes. He got thinner, and then he was fat again in the next page. What's going on? Is it because he's made of rubber? This is bothering me so much I can't go back to outer space. Tell me. Signed, Space Number 6, 14-year-old girl. Answer, oh, you're right. This is, rebound effect. You should watch out for it, too. Chapter 605, The Kraken and the Pirates. Request, Chopper being sketched by raccoon dogs.
What did you say, Luffy?
Let's tame that octopus and get it to pull our ship.
You're crazy! Take a good look! But you don't even need a good look! It's gigantic! It must be hundreds of years old! The Kraken is a monster that appears in countless legends!
A creature that's all flesh and no bones. It's the exact opposite of me.
Nobody cares! Goes
Usopp, because he's frantic.
Hey, that's pretty good.
You don't get to see one every day.
You're sketching it? Isn't there something else you should be doing right now?
It's fine by me, but do you have a plan, Luffy? The trouble is, we're in the middle of the ocean.
No, the trouble is its size. Even if we were on land, your plan would be just as foolhardy and dangerous. Turn the wheel and head south, goes Usopp and Nami respectively. Hey, Nami, head for that octopus. Don't be stupid! Can you see all the wrecked ships it's holding? You want to end up like that?
Yeah, Nami, I'm with you. As Sanji is still having a hard time being in the presence of Nami, that he's almost caught a little blood shoots out of his nose for a quick second in the brief moment he's looking at her.
Yeah, Nami, I'm with you.
He held it in. Good job, Sanji. He held it in. Good job, Sanji. It's because of my treatment and because Nami's wearing a coat right now.
What are they thinking? Anyone would run at the first sight of that thing. I better do something to protect myself. It won't be healthy to stay aboard this ship for long. Brother!
Something's coming up at us. Something's coming at us from behind.
It's the ship from earlier! Carbo and my men! You came to rescue me? We'll save you, brother!
Help! I help you!
Huh? And then a tentacle from the Kraken latches onto the ship of Korobu. And it's instantly destroyed by the Kraken. The coating explodes, and every single person is left floating in the air. Why did I say air? Left floating in the ocean as the Kraken destroys the entire ship in one instance. Everyone is scared. Brook, Chopper, Usopp, Nami, and even Caribou.
The bubble coating burst! He crushed the ship even bigger than Sunny!
Men! They look like jellyfish.
Shut your trap, Zoro!
And then the Kraken tries to make its way towards Luffy and the crew.
It's coming this way! It's too big!
Gear third!
Stop! You'll pop the bubble if you attack at the same time! Dodge it! Chicken Voyage!
And they go backwards using Chicken Voyage, and they avoid getting completely destroyed by the Kraken.
Frankie, use Kuda Burst to get into the descending current. That ought to work.
Oh, I considered it, but there's a problem. Kuda Burst and the Gal Cannon both shoot out air. Don't forget, we're underwater right now. We have a limited amount of air. If we use them, the bubble around the ship will collapse.
You're right! Then what are we supposed to do?
Don't do anything. We're gonna fight it.
Stop! You'll break the bubble, Luffy!
If you want to fight, I've got a plan for you, Strawhead Luffy. If I leave these dummies to their own devices, they'll get me killed with them. Good. That's the improved ship swim coating. And it shows that Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro are all in like miniature coating bubbles. What's this? They're diving suits. Oh wait, no, this is still Caribou. They're diving suits. Now remember, this rope is your lifeline. Keep it tied to you when you get out there. You won't have to stick close to the ship, and you can fight as much as you want.
Yeah!
Don't
put crazy ideas in their heads, outsider! We're trying to run away! Keep this up and we're really gonna have to fight that thing!
I told him to run away from the very beginning, but your captain refused to lose! We refused to listen! What? Your captain refused to listen! Would you rather have him stay on this ship and get us all killed?
Huh.
Get out there, Luffy! As far as you can go!
If you're going to fight that thing, keep as far away from the ship as you can.
This rope is in the way. This rope is in the way.
Hey, wait! We have to keep that on so we don't get separated.
Nami is worried about me.
You guys buy me some time. I'm gonna hit it with something huge. I'll defeat it while we're waiting for you then. No, you'll just cut it up. We're keeping that octopus as a pet.
But it's still trying to swat us!
And then Frankie shows off a new ability of his.
Frankie, rocket launcher!
And Frankie opens up his big shoulder cavity and launches several silos at the Kraken.
Wow!
Goes Usopp, Chopper, and Luffy.
It deflected the tentacle! What power! But here comes another one! Why does it keep coming after us? Rumble! Guard point! He blocked it! Is Is everybody okay?
Good job. That was amazing, Chopper.
Because Chopper's guard point has increased from the big woolly sheep size that it was at before, and increased to an extremely large volume. It's absolutely huge, and he uses it in order to shield the ship from getting hit. And it kind of reminds me of how Luffy used Gum Gum Balloon when they were going up Reverse Mountain. Well, and they were trying to get into Reverse Mountain, and Luffy had to use Gum Gum Balloon in order to keep the Mary at the time from crashing into the sides as they went up Reverse Mountain. Or was it down? When they were at Reverse Mountain and then Luffy used Gum Gum Balloon to protect the Mary. This is the same situation, but Chopper's the one protecting the Sunny from the Kraken.
That was amazing, Chopper.
We're going to hit a seamount!
I might be able to do it for a moment, even if we're underwater. Mille fleurs! Gigantesco mono!
Huge hands! Awesome, Robin! We're saved!
And the same way Luffy felt weak by using his Delta Fruit powers in the water, Robin gets weak because of her hands. Because remember, the way that her power works is she feels everything. So she feels the ocean on her hands, and therefore she feels the effects as a Devil Fruit user. But this is the first instance of this is another instance of Gigantesco Mono. We've seen like a short instance of it, like during the time skip, and I believe we saw it really during the Skypiea arc. But we see it more prominent here, where giant hands, and Robin is able to make giant hands now. Gigantesco Mono! Then we get to Luffy. Gear 3! And he pumps air into his arm, and it becomes extremely large. Color of arms! Hardening! And then Luffy's arm turns black. So this is an instance where we finally see armament hockey actually covering a person's arm. Like, it turns his arm black, as it's also beefed up by Gear 3. And the Kraken's looking. Yeah, the seawater's sapping my strength.
That octopus, is it trying to stop him?
Blue walk! And it shows Sanji, who's suddenly able to swim at extreme speeds by jetting outside of the bubble. What? Sanji left his bubble!
Never mind that! Look at that speed! He's like a fish man!
For 2 years I ran from those abominations. You call this a monster? It's nothing compared to them. Diable Jamba! Bien cuit! Grill Chateau!
And Sanji, underwater, uses Diable Jamba instantly. Mind you, beforehand, Sanji had to use Diable Jamba by spinning in place. Now he's able to ignite his leg with Diable Jamba just instantly without the starting spin. And he leaves a singed grill imprint on the Kraken that causes this Kraken to scream out in pain. But the Kraken kind of veens a little bit. The sound effect is called veen. The Kraken is trying to get itself back together as it's still trying to aim for Luffy. But all of a sudden, one of its tentacles is sliced not only completely off, but also down in multiple strips in an instance. 3-sword style, crossing the 6 paths. Zoro! Sanji! It's no good without its arms! Gum Gum! Elephant gun! And using this enlarged fist that is coated in armament hockey, he punches the Kraken.
He knocked it out!
How much stronger did he get?
Look! There's something there! A shark?
And it's a shark that gets dislodged from the Kraken itself.
Yeah!
A shark? It's a big one.
Is it wearing a shirt?
And the Kraken starts to fall off. Of this area of the downwelling current.
Ah!
They've been sucked into the downwelling current.
This is bad! We have to go after them!
And the Kraken continues to fall down the downwelling current, and the Straw Hats go after him. And they're all screaming because they're getting pulled into it.
Hang on to the yard! Pull the hull to port or we'll hit the continental shelf!
Gotcha! Hold tight, people. Stay alert or the ship's finished.
Hang on! Don't get shaken off!
Stay in the center of the current.
It's way too fast!
And everyone is getting swept in it. And Luffy, even though he doesn't have a landline that ties him to the ship, him, Zoro, Sanji are shooting down the downwelling current, and Luffy's just enjoying himself. He's laughing like, it's the same way that Barbossa would laugh in the face of imminent danger. Like when at World's End, when they were going off of the edge of the world, and all Barbossa could do while hanging on to someone is just like it's Luffy is just finding so much excitement and joy in something that could instantly kill him, but he's still just enjoying himself. But we get deeper and deeper underwater. And then we cut to Usopp.
Oh, Usopp, that hurt. I guess we're still alive. What? Why is everybody so quiet? You guys are hopeless without me. It's cold.
We can't find Luffy and the others. They got separated from us. I hope the sea beast didn't already chew them up.
Your imagination is scary. But it's too dark out there to go look for them.
I don't like the dark. Don't you feel like something's lurking out there?
We must be 20,000 feet down. Pressure this great would even flatten the shark submerge.
Is Fishman Island nearby? Maybe they went on without us.
Kami said it's 32,000 feet under the sea.
You mean we still have another 10,000 to go?
And while the Sunny is floating through the ocean underwater, they can't see all the creatures that are down here, but it's pitch black. But there's different types of creatures, like the type of creatures you would see at the bottom of the ocean where no light can even reach. Those types of creatures are floating around. I read this one line ahead of it.
Kami said it's 32,000 feet under the sea.
You mean we still have another 10,000 to go?
We can't find Luffy and the others. They got separated from us. I hope the sea beast didn't already chew them up.
Your imagination is scary! And they're in those tiny bubbles. Even if they're still alive, they'll run out of air soon. This is terrible.
That's why I told him to use the lifeline.
There's no point in brooding over it. Let's search for him. I have a light feature on me. Frankie?
Are your eyes going to shine?
Nipple lights!
And then Frankie's chest just starts shining.
Why is it shining down there?
The deep ocean, a world untouched by light, the abode of unearthly creatures. This is the underworld of the sea. And with Frankie's nipple lights, they pretty much see all the creatures that are there in the dark, which terrifies all of them. That's the end of chapter 605. Onwards to 606, but we got an SBS. Orachi! Nice to meet you. This may be sudden, but the covers of volume 1 and 61 are the same! That is all. Signed, Ji-chan's friend. Whoops! I didn't notice at all. I thought I drew something similar in the past. What a bad mistake. Note, to my young readers, this is on purpose. I did it on purpose, and I pretended that I made a mistake. That's what makes me a funny guy. Mr. Oda, I have a question. There was a time when I couldn't hold my pee anymore in class. I asked to go to the bathroom and was really embarrassed because of it. If I had the power of the flower fruit, would I be able to sprout my crotch at the toilet and pee from the classroom? Sign, Lovekid. Answer, what are you talking about? Well, if you consider the power, it is possible it'll be a dinky fleur. Question, does Skiller take his mask off when he eats, or does he keep it on? If he eats with his mask on, would it be like the picture on the right? Does he prefer his food in stick form? Sign, Enro. He probably eats with his mask on. I think he would prefer all his food in stick form, but I hear he likes noodles too. The food he eats mostly is pasta. Light dishes like spaghetti, pepperoncino are among his favorites. Neapolitan or other tomato sauce based dishes will make his mask all red, so he doesn't like them. By the way, he drinks his alcohol through a straw. Chapter 606, Deep Sea Adventure. Request, Robin reading a book under a tree with birds that look like canaries singing. And she's just chilling.
Luffy! Zoro! Sanji!
Where did they go? Come back to us!
The seafloor is vast. Even these sunny insight lights can't penetrate very far.
This is bad. I get nervous in the dark.
There's no end to this. What should we do now? Well, we can't stop the ship, so keep your eyes peeled.
A jellyfish! There's a huge jellyfish above us!
It's huge, all right. It's huge, all right, and shiny, like looking at a starry night. And then the jellyfish starts to stick its tentacle through the coating of the ship. It doesn't burst it, but it starts to stick it through the ship.
Hey! Here come one of its tentacles! Maybe it wants to be friends!
Don't touch it, Chopper. It might be poisonous.
My thing is, how do you not know? You're a doctor. Wouldn't you be knowledgeable? And especially if you're a pirate doctor, you're supposed to be knowledgeable of the ocean and you never thought of jellyfish venom at all, or jellyfish as a whole? Chopper. I know he young, but it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. Why would you think a jellyfish would want to touch you? No one touches jellyfishes on purpose. No one does. There's a reason for it. Because they hurt, they can burn, and some can actually kill you. Oh, Chop. Okay, moving on.
Don't touch it, Chopper. It might be poisonous.
This isn't good. Mini coup de burst.
Maybe he didn't read that book. You would think he would check up on everything, especially with neurotoxins and antivenoms and the like. You'd think he would know.
Mini coup de burst.
And the Sunny gets out of the way as a giant underwater fish, deep underwater. Not just underwater fish, because all fish are underwater. But this giant deep fish, I'm gonna call it a deep fish, comes in and chomps on the jellyfish, and the Sunny would have been caught in that had they stayed.
Huh?
Ah!
You're right. We have a little less air now.
Beats getting eaten. Beats getting eating.
It ate the jellyfish! But then it died!
Must be a neurotoxin.
The deep sea is scary and dark!
See, this is what I was talking about, neurotoxins. Had Chopper touched that thing, he would have died too. Because that same fish that tried to chomp on it, it's gone. It's dead. A lot of fish have solid white eyes.
A lot of fish have solid white eyes! It makes it even creepier!
The deep sea is a world of total darkness. Eyesight has devolved in some species.
You mean they can't see us? Yeah, come and get us!
What? You want to know how I can see when I have no eyes?
Some of them went the other way and have evolved eyes.
As Usopp and Chopper are trying to make fun of the fish, and these fish kind of retaliate and roar at them.
Ah!
The answer is, it's a secret!
What are you mumbling about?
No problem at all, I'm used to solitude.
I can't find them. Where'd they go? Luffy! Zoro! Sanji!
Oh, this rope. And Brook thinks of Caribou, because Caribou's not in the rope anymore. Has anyone seen that pirate?
Huh? I completely forgot about him.
Where'd he go?
I haven't seen him since we got down to the deep sea.
Maybe he got thrown off the ship when we entered the downward current.
That's possible. We tied his hands and feet. He couldn't have grabbed onto anything.
I don't think so. He clearly got out of these ropes. And it shows someone in a barrel moving around, and it's Caribou.
What? Then he could still be on board. He might be hiding in one of the cabins. Gross!
Maybe I'll sneak into the women's cabins like you suggested.
Gah! We can't let our guards down for a second!
Who cares? He's not that strong anyway.
Perfect. Those 3 strong fools who fought the Kraken are gone for good. Getting sucked into the ocean depths in a little bubble means certain death. But it's too bad I didn't get that Straw Hat's head. And Frankie starts walking down the stairs. And he sees Caribou moving around in the barrel, because Caribou's not inconspicuous. He's not in a place where people can't see him from behind. Frankie's going like,
Huh?
but I can take the heads of the others to prove that Straw Hat is dead. But wait, calm down, Caribou. And Frankie is just slowly leaning down, looking at Caribou like,
Dude, what are you doing in here?
Don't rush things. If you kill them now, who'll sail the ship? They're pretty good at navigating. The moment they arrive at Fishman Island is when I will I will make my kill. That will be the end of you. And this is Caribou thinking to himself as Frankie stares at him. And then Frankie doesn't waste any time sealing up the barrel completely.
Oh, no! Oh, no! How could this happen? Found him. Okay, we're okay now.
How'd he get inside the barrel?
We should have been more alert. If he wasn't so stupid, we might have been in real danger. His body can turn into mud or something. He's definitely got a devil fruit. He's definitely a devil fruit user. A Logia type. He pretended to be injured and got caught on purpose.
Let me out, Pops! You, in the Speedo! I'll be your slave!
What's wrong, Chopper?
I don't know. He's starting to get really hot. I can't take the heat.
I can't see anything up ahead. It's stifling in here.
And it does start to heat up as everyone starts to take their jackets off.
What's going on?
Smoke?
Why is smoke coming out of the seafloor?
It must be hydrothermal vents! This is a volcanic region! And it seems to be active. If it erupts, we're finished!
So hard.
Let's get out of here!
Oh, this is Frankie.
If it erupts, we're finished. Let's get out of here.
Something's coming at us!
It's carnivorous tube worms.
It's a faceless crab! I don't know what that is!
And there is a montage of them sailing away from all these different creatures.
There's no way Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji could survive down here. I'm so sad. I waited 2 years to see them again.
Don't say that! They won't die that easily!
I use Kuda bursts and short bursts, but we're running low on air.
And it shows the coating getting closer and closer to everybody.
What's that? It's really bright. Maybe it's Fishman Island. Luffy could be already there.
Chopper is so innocent and so oblivious to everything that's going on right now.
We definitely haven't descended 12,000 feet.
Who are you?
Why are you using that to send a message?
As Frankie is using his nipple lights to send "Who are you?" in Morse code.
Do you see anything?
It's still too bright.
And it turns out that this light is from a gigantic anglerfish.
Crab!
A giant anglerfish! We're doomed!
We've been tricked by a deep sea hunter.
We've been tricked by a deep sea hunter. This is really bad. And this Sunny almost gets chomped on by this fish, but they kind of, shoot out in the other direction.
That was too close!
We were totally caught in its trap. Can we get away?
Hey!
Goto!
And it shows this ginormous man just in the water.
What? What now?
A man?
It's a sea monster that looks like a giant!
And Chopper's just done.
It's a sea spirit! Ah! It'll capsize the ship!
Goto! Batfish!
It's hitting the fish!
I said no. Don't eat ships. How many times do I have to tell you that? Captain Vander Decken will be angry.
Did it just save us?
Run! I don't care what he did! Let's run! They're both monsters!
Dead man tell no tales. Dead man have no desires. What? Oh, wait.
Dead man tell no tales. Dead man have no desires.
What?
In this blackened nation where not even a crow flies.
And someone is singing this song.
Dead men's fingers have no need of jewels. The darkness hides even their regret. Find it. Find it. The sunken treasure is mine for the taking. Find it. Find it.
The sunken treasure is... I was trying to make up lyrics on the spot.
Sunken treasure is mine for the taking. I'm the richest man in the world. Captain Vanderdecken!
And then we just have this giant ship floating in from the darkness that has Flying Dutchman on the front.
No way! There's one under the sea, too! Ah! A ghost ship! Why are you scared?
That one's real! Look at the sail! It's the famous Flying Dutchman! That ship doesn't belong in this world. It's hundreds of years old. One stormy night, a pirate captain suddenly went mad and threw his crew overboard. He drowned them all and cursed at the gods. His name was Captain Vanderdecken, and his ship was the Flying Dutchman. To punish him, the gods decreed that he would roam the seas for all eternity. That's Vanderdecken's cursed vessel!
Ankoro, Waratsumi. If you eat that ship, we can't get at its treasure. Smash them!
Aye, aye, sir!
Ah! The sea spirit! It's our enemy after all!
Frankie, use the coup to burst!
I can't, we're out of juice.
What?
But all of a sudden, the Kraken shows up and decks this person called Waratsumi.
What? Kraken?
The monster of the North Pole.
And then the Kraken, using all of its arms, just starts beating up on this Waratsumi. Or Waratsumi. Starts beating up on him repeatedly. That's enough! Stop! Good job.
Luffy! Zoro! Sanji! You're all alive!
Hey! Nami! Robin! I looked everywhere for you guys! What a bunch of clowns, getting lost like that. Pot! Kettle! Black!
Hey, wake up, Waratsumi. Avenge yourself. Pummel them back.
Yeah.
Sanji and my bubbles burst, so we all got into Zoro's. We almost died.
Don't worry us like that!
Whew, this place is huge. Home sweet home.
Luffy, I was so worried!
Seems like nothing can kill you.
You gotta be kidding me. Did you really tame that monster octopus?
Yeah, we're taking the advanced route through the seas. Right, Shrume? Surume? That means dried
Squid, you idiot! He's pulling our ship along, but we have to be careful we don't get crushed.
What's going on? And it zooms out from where they are, and remember, we're still in the volcanic section of the ocean. And there's a big rumbling that happens in the distance. Yeah, this is bad, Captain Vanderdecken!
Oh no, the submarine volcano is about to erupt!
And that is the end of chapter 606. We got an SBS, and we can move on to chapter 607. Question! I have a quick question for the Blackbeard Pirates. In the rough designs, I remember seeing a beautiful woman. So why did you end up using Catalina Devon? Vasco Shot also has a long nose. Oh, and Nami is so sexy. Sign Midori Mask. Answer. The reader, have I been calling her Katarina Devon all these years? I think I called her Catalina Devon at first, but I think I've been calling her Katarina. I think it's supposed to be Catalina, though. Hold on. No, I'm right. It's Katarina. It's Katarina Devon. It's not Catalina. But this person is calling her Catalina in here. The reader is referring to a picture printed in the extra book called One Piece Green. The book was my rough designs and other stuff from my sketchbook. Some characters in that book took years to make it to the public eye, while others were in print right away. Members of the Blackbeard Pirates were the former. Years went by as I continued to make modifications to my design, and ended up with what you see in my comics. Some may complain by saying it took you years to make that. The reason why I decided against having a beautiful woman in there is because the Blackbeard Pirates have a theme where they are the most pirate-like band of pirates. And this is something you can see people who know about the Blackbeard Pirates and see clips on YouTube and talk about them, is that Blackbeard's crew is the most pirate-like out of every single pirate crew in the entirety of One Piece. They're the ones who truly embrace the whole pirate nature thing to the highest degree, both in action and appearance. The reason why I decided, is because the Blackbeard Pirates have a theme where they are the most pirate-like band of pirates. They are huge, rough, and exciting. Having a beautiful woman in there would seem to ruin that image, no matter how much I like them. That's why I have her like that. Hello, Mr. Oda. I'm just wondering why, but hockey and mantra the same thing? Kobe mentioned feeling the presence of people too strongly in Volume 60, and that made me think about it. Sign, Black Cat Girl. Answer. You're absolutely right. Rayleigh said it outright in Volume 61. You know how different countries call the same phenomena different things? It's like that. Orachi. Are the clouds you draw cumulonimbus clouds or your farts? Sign, Seishin Rinsho, Wakayama. Answer. They're my farts. All clouds you see are my farts. Chapter 607, 30,000 feet under the sea. Request. Frankie racing a Mustang on a machine he made himself by Magic Mushroom.
The submarine volcano is going to erupt!
Men, retreat!
Aye, aye, Captain Vanderdecken!
Ankaro, Waratsumi, pull the ship!
Aye, aye!
And the Kraken notices this as well.
Oh no! Luffy, tell Kraken to get us far away from here now! Get us far away from here!
Right! Hey, Surume!
Wait! You don't need to! It's already running! The legendary monster is running away with a desperate look on its face!
That's great! It's got the right idea! What an awkward way of running.
Don't say that! It just shows how afraid he is of the eruption!
As the other two are dragging the Flying Dutchman right next to Surume. I want to see the eruption!
Evacuate to the forecastle!
That won't do any good!
And then the volcano explodes. The underwater volcano explodes, and there's a massive shockwave that goes through the ocean as Luffy is just enjoying the insanity. Everyone is screaming and trying to hold on for dear life, but Luffy's in the air and he's just enjoying the insanity.
The lava's flowing onto the ocean floor!
It's too hot!
It's heating the water!
Ah! The ghost ship and the sea spirit! Hurry, Surume! The difference in temperatures is creating a vortex! Hurry!
Nami, which way is Fishman Island?
Gah, and he just shoots out more blood from his nose again.
You're still having naughty thoughts at a time like this?
It's straight ahead, almost there! Head for that trench!
And it's this big bottomless pit.
Are you serious? That's an abyss! It's pitch black down there! Are you sure that's the way to Fishman Island?
And the volcano continues to go off and it gets even hotter.
It's getting really hot behind us! It's totally blacked up ahead! I'm scared! I know there's gonna be monsters in there! We'll never come out of there alive! Luffy, what darkness goes straight down to...
Jump down, Surume! And then Surume just jumps down into the big black hole that's underwater. And it explodes.
It erupted again!
What's that up there? Boulders?
A landslide! It's an avalanche! Watch out! The eruption must have made the walls of the trench collapse!
Dodge them, Surume! I'll go outside the bubble and chop them up. Hold on to me, Luffy.
Sure thing! Zoro, no!
Hey, let me go!
We're 25,000 feet underwater. The pressure would crush you.
Then what am I supposed to?
Special attack! Green Star! Sargasso!
And Usopp shows off a brand new attack where he has one of the pop greens, goes underwater, and it creates this ginormous field of seaweeds that keeps the boulders from hitting Surume and the rest of the Straw Hat crew.
Wow! A massive seaweed! That's awesome, Usopp! I stopped it for a moment. Get out of the way while you can, Surume!
And then the boulders get immediately come crashing down, and just in the nick of time, because otherwise Surume would have been hit, and so would have everybody else.
Good job, Usopp. Ah, that was too close. Good job, Usopp. That was perfect timing back there.
You saved us!
Nice work. And then one stray boulder manages to hit Tsurume directly in the head and causing both the Kraken and the Straw Hat crew to fall to the bottom of the abyss. The seafloor, 30,000 feet down in a trench. But instead of us being in this dark hole, we're suddenly in this area that's just brimming with light.
We're saved! Light? Why is it so bright down here?
It's blinding! And I don't even have eyes! Yo!
Look over there, guys.
Oh, look over there, guys! Up! Look up!
It's too bright. I can't make out what it is.
Hey, Nami, is that it?
Yes, there's no mistake. The needle's pointing that way. It must be
Fishman Island!
It's surrounded by a giant bubble. Maybe there's air inside.
It's huge! Hooray! We're here!
We've reached one of the most celebrated locations of the Grand Line.
We're here? What? We're here? And it's Caribou laughing to himself while still stuck in the barrel that Frankie sealed him in.
The island of dancing mermaids. The home of the beautiful mermaid princess. We're finally here. This is the paradise I've dreamed about since I was a kid. Mermaids! Mermaids! Gah!
And Sanji is just still spewing out blood while he's dancing with Brooke.
Sanji! This isn't good, and all he's doing is imagining them! I'm sorry, Sanji. Your rehab didn't work. I don't think you should meet any of the mermaids. Doctor! Meeting the mermaids of Fishman Island was his dream! But he'll die! But...
I don't care.
Sanji?
I'd rather bleed to death while I leer at those mermaids. Ow.
Bit my tongue.
I'd rather bleed to death while I leer at those mermaids than live on with my dream unfulfilled.
Freak!
I will see them!
As Sanji starts burning with burning passion. Literally, he's on fire. I wonder what kind of food they have on Fishman Island. I wonder what kinds of meats they have.
Luffy, wipe off that drool and ask Tsurume to find the entrance.
Hey, look at them!
How can you take orders from mere humans, Kraken? Yeah! And then Tsurume immediately gets scared by these individuals who are right in front of the Straw Hat crew.
What are you doing, Tsurume? It's only a little farther to the island!
Who are they? Pirates are the enemies of humans too. That's why I'll let you make the choice.
A pack of sea beasts? Yeah! We're finished and after coming all this way!
Those sea beasts are awesome, but is somebody riding them? You're the Straw Hats. I know you well. You crushed the ambitions of the Arlong pirates. If that were all you'd done, it would be much simpler. But 2 years ago, you protected Hachi, one of Arlong's former officers, and we heard you beat up those detestable celestial dragons. Your deeds are exactly like those of our beloved Fisher Tiger, the hero of Fishman Island. What are we supposed to do with you? So tell me, are you with us or against us? Will you submit to the new Fishman pirates, or do you refuse? Hammond, Pike Conger Fishman, fighter of the new Fishman pirates. And on his body is the same mark of Arlong. And Nami notices. And also another tattoo that Hammond has is one where it shows a human with their head detached from them. If you refuse, we'll sink your ship right now.
What did you say?
Frankie, you have to refuel, quick!
What are you trying to do?
Luffy's not going to listen to them, but we're at a depth of 30,000 feet. We won't even be able to fight, which means there's no way we can win. That's why we have to run. Use all the remaining air for one last coup de burst and shoot into Fishman Island.
Are you serious?
If we don't, we're all gonna die here. You're right. This may be our only chance of survival.
Frankie, take the wheel. I'll do the refueling.
You got it. Leave it to Super Me.
Now, Joes,
Will you become our vassal, Straw Hat Luffy?
Full power coup de burst, ready to fire!
No way! Moron! And that's the end of chapter 607. Onwards to 608, but first, another SPS. Mr. Oda, what kind of devil fruit would you like to eat? I'm going to guess it's the clear fruit. I'm sorry I asked. Signed, SDD. Answer, hey, how dare you assume that? But you're right. Question, Mr. Oda, hello! I saw something on TV the other day. Is Great Terminal modeled after the slums in the Philippines called Smoky Mountain? Signed, the NN Brothers. Answer, oh, they talked about it on TV? You're right. You know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. The mountain of trash is burning and constantly has smoke rising, and yet there are actually people who live there. What I talked about in the manga is just scratching the surface. Living in a real mountain of trash makes everyone prone to disease. Corpses can be found at every turn. Even if the people that want to get out, simple motivation isn't enough. No matter how I describe it, I don't think I can do it any justice. If you want to know more about it, I suggest you research it yourself. Law calls Luffy Straw Hat Guy. If there's a person with the first name Guy, would he call him Guy? Tell me, Law. Signed by Loving Woman. Law, they're asking for you. He's not coming. I guess I can answer for him. It's kind of like saying he's a football guy. To answer your question, he would probably call anyone something Guy, no matter what it is. Even if it happens to be Guy. Right, Law? Yeah. Chapter 608, Underwater Paradise. Request! Brook walking 5 or 6 white dogs with afros. And they are walking, like on 2 legs. And voguing and posing.
You refuse? You refuse the offer of the new Fishman pirates? That makes you the enemy of all fishmen. You're nothing but wicked humans.
Yeah, why do we have to work for you?
Luffy, don't make him any matter.
Sorry, but we can't let you pass. Sea Lion, it's ready, Frankie!
In the energy room.
Roar!
You want to fight?
Go!
Sunny's a lion too, a real tough one. We'll settle this later, Sea Lion. Coup de burst!
And using the remaining air for the Sunny, Frankie shoots off towards Fishman Island, and then the ship! Ah! We're running out of air! The coating starts to press everyone down onto the deck.
We're deflating! Just hold on until we get inside Fishman Island.
What's going on with that ship?
We're going in! I'm coming, my darling mermaids!
And then they pass through the massive dome of Fishman Island, and the coating pops off of the Sunny. Huh? What? Hey! The bubble tore off our coating!
There are 2 layers of bubble. A normal ship would fall into the gap between them.
We're gonna hit another one! Hold on tight!
And they hit another bubble that has like seawater in it. Because they hit one section that is just nothing but air, and then they hit another section that's nothing but water before they even get to Fishman Island.
Seawater?
The current's too strong.
And everyone's getting swept off of the Sunny.
And 4 of us are devil fruit users.
And Luffy is already suffering the effects. Robin and Brook and Chopper are all devil fruit users, and they can't do anything.
Nami! Robin! Darn, I can't swim against the current.
And this is Sanji thinking this. And it looks like Luffy sinking into the abyss. And everyone sinks into the abyss. But then we cut back to the outside with Hammond.
They probably went through the barrier and got themselves killed.
Yeah, shall we follow them, Hammond, into the interior? Probably take. As this dude is drinking, and apparently he's drunk.
We should check anyway. I don't want the Neptune army finding them before we do. But first we should return to Noah and tell the boss that Straw Hat, the one who crushed Arlong's ambitions, is here.
And it shows like this derelict area, along with this giant ship in the background. And then we cut to Fishman Island, the sea floor.
Look! See? Look! I looked. I'm not looking. So what if I looked? I think you looked. See? He moved! He moved! He didn't move. So what if he moved? I think he moved!
And it's Luffy starts coughing up water as he's in this whole brand new area, and his clothes have been changed. And we have Usopp, Sanji, and Chopper who are all around him all of a sudden.
He's awake!
Huh?
Luffy-chin!
Huh?
I'm so glad you're all right. How do you feel?
Hey, it's Kami! I haven't seen you for a long time. And it shows Kami, who's, older and with a different outfit, surrounded by these young mermaid girls.
You're prettier than ever, Kami.
Sorry, I was gonna pick you guys up, but I messed up on the date by about a month.
We're on Fishman Island?
Yeah, the mermaid saved us after we drowned.
Guess what? The three of us were unconscious until now. This is Kami's home. Here's your hat.
Oh, so where is everybody?
We got separated. I hope they're okay.
Really? I'm sure they'll be fine.
Bones is useless in the water, but Robot and Green are with him. They should be fine. I tried to see where they went, but only the four of us got sent to the bottom.
I want to see the others too. You must be chilled to the bone. Have some soup to warm you up.
Great!
It's a cold kelp soup. It's good. Cold soup? Wait! You can't warm up with cold soup! I made a mistake!
And then it has Luffy, and remember in the anime, Kami and Usopp are screaming at each other, and it's like, ah! And they start slapping their hands against one another, all frantic, like, it's hilarious. Another hilarious scene.
Your clothes are how?
It's okay, Kami. It'll still make us warm.
Your clothes are dry. Dry! It's not dry yet. I think it's dry. So what if it's dry?
Hey, Sanji, I want some!
You dried our clothes for us? Thanks! So who are you guys?
They're my friends. They're the Guppy Mermaid Quintuplets. I'm Ichika. I'm Nika. I'm Sanka. I'm Yonka. I'm Yonka too. Shouldn't you be Goka? They can swim really fast and they're very smart.
Note, the Japanese numbers from 1 to 5 are Ichi, Ni, San, Yon, and then Go.
We're at the bottom of the mermaid inlet. This is a female dormitory for the Mermaid Cafe. A lot of my friends live here too.
Female dormitory? And you said mermaid cafe? What's that?
It's where I work as a waitress. A lot of pretty mermaids work there. Sanji's in danger!
As Sanji is thinking about mermaids. Gah! And Sanji's looking like he's about to send out a massive nosebleed, but he's all like,
Gah! He held it in!
I swore to myself I wouldn't waste any time getting a nosebleed and passing out. Shouldn't I be allowed to have something nice for once? Such an earnest desire.
Let's go up. I'll introduce you to my friends. Hey, Turtle Chin, can you take us up?
it's a turtle! A sea turtle elevator!
These are the underwater coral apartments. My rent is cheap, but I'm way down at the bottom. The rooms at the top get a lot more light, so they're the more expensive. They're the most expensive.
You mean you're poor? By the way, where are Hachi and Papagu?
Hachin got really badly injured last year.
He was protecting Sunny, right?
I heard he's better now. Hachin comes from the Fishman district, so he's resting up there.
Fishman district?
That place is kind of scary. If you'll stay with me, I won't mind showing you around.
And then it cuts to Sanji, who's just like, women. Like he has that type of face. We didn't want to know that. Didn't want to know what? What didn't you want to know? What didn't you want to know? I'm only reading what it says here in the book.
My rent is cheap, but I'm way down at the bottom.
Oh, wait. Oh, are you talking about when she was talking about her, how much she pays for rent for there?
Hachin comes from the Fishman district, so he's resting up there.
Fishman District?
That place is kind of scary. If you'll stay with me, I don't mind showing you around.
Oh, about Oda's farts. Wow. Oh, that was way back. Let's go there later. I want to thank Hachi in person.
Okay, and about Papa Goo, he's a really famous star designer. He has a huge mansion in a rich area called Fishfurly Hills. I'm going there later to deliver some clams. Come with me.
You're his owner, right? Why don't you live with him?
Well, that's not exactly my status. Besides, the clams around here taste better.
Hey, what are those tube things all over there?
That's the water road. The bubble artisans made them. The fish and us can go wherever we want, thanks to that. Wherever we want, thanks to that. Here, watch!
And they get inside the bubble road and they shoot off into a new location. Hey, we're at the surface!
See? I can even swim to the sky.
That looks like fun! Wow! What's going on? The deep sea has a sky and clouds?
Hey, Kami!
Women! Sanji immediately was all like,
Hey, Kami!
It's like SpongeBob as a caveman, and you see it in the memes. He's all like, women,
Hey, Kami!
women. It's funny to me. Women.
Hi, guys!
Fishman Island, Mermaid Inlet.
How are your pirate friends? They nearly drowned, didn't they? You people didn't come in through the entrance? Hey, hello, you don't look so scary. They came here illegally. That's so wild. I just love pirates.
And it's a whole area that's just filled with tons and tons of beautiful mermaids all over. I'm more partial. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the mermaids that we see here in Fishman Island, I am more partial to the one that has like the brunette with the pigtails and the freckles on her face. That's the one that catches my attention all the time. Like there's a whole bunch of beautiful mermaids here, but it's the one with the pigtail, the brunette pigtails and the freckles that gets me.
It's like a scene out of a fairy tale! An island of coral and a bay full of mermaids. Sanji's crying! Ugh.
You're crying more than when you left Baratier.
Hey, everyone. This is Luffy-chan. He's the captain. The crybaby is Sanji-chan.
I finally found it! The all blue!
The one with the big nose is Usopp-chan. The raccoon dog is Chopper-chan.
I'm a reindeer!
So your quest is over, Sanji?
What are you crying about? Come over here. Let's dance together in the sea.
What? Sanji is having the time of his life right now. What? This can't be true. I get it. I'm probably going to die today.
You're such a pessimist! Seriously, what happened to you in the last 2 years? Isn't this island the paradise you always wanted to visit? Ugh, now I feel like crying. Come on, Sanji, just accept that good things do happen.
You're funny, Sanji.
This barrel arrived with Kami's friends. I wonder what's in it. Liquor? Treasure? I don't know, but they sure sealed it up tight. Shall we open it?
And inside, this is the same barrel where Caribou has been taken. Well, Caribou has been sealed inside, and he's been silent this whole time. Noah, Fishman District, the deep sea.
Strawhead Luffy. So he's finally here.
Yes. What are your orders, boss?
Bring him to me.
And we have this one fishman with sharp teeth grinning ear to ear, wanting Luffy. Chapter 609, Adventure on Fishman Island. And Sanji is just enjoying himself swimming with the mermaids. Like, they got him just being around these mermaids, got his nose turned all the way up. Like, his nose is like wide open. You could stuff golf balls in there. That's how big his nose is. He's like, oh, I'm happy.
I'm gonna live here.
Sanji, you're so funny.
Lucky, you guys can swim.
You can too if you wear a bubble.
Really? Being here seems to have cured him.
If he'd gotten any more nosebleeds, it would have been bad. I'm all out of his type of blood. Sanji's blood type is pretty rare, you know.
Hey, Kami, there's somebody on Fishman Island I want to see.
Who? The mermaid princess?
No. Jimbei! And then we cut to Jimbei's face.
Big boss Jinbei?
When Ace died 2 years ago, I wouldn't have made it without him. I want to see Jimbei. The Kingdom of Ryugu, Fishman Island. Now we get the name of the entire place, the Ryugu Kingdom.
Jimbei? Luffy, you know another warlord of the sea? Oh, I guess he's a former warlord now.
Yeah, he's my friend.
How come you know all these people?
We'll meet again in 2 years on Fishman Island. I look forward to seeing you and your crew there.
We promised to meet up there. We promised to meet up here.
Now that you mention it, I remember reading an article about you and Big Boss Jinbei.
So where is he?
Well, he's not on the island right now.
What?
After the war ended, he quit being one of the 7 warlords, and former fishmen pirates weren't allowed to stay here anymore. They all left this island with Big Boss Jinbei.
So I won't get to see him?
It's a long story, but after the war, a lot of stuff happened on the island.
And then it cuts to the mermaid quintuplets.
Kami! A ship's coming! It might be coming. A ship from the palace is coming. Maybe there's nobody on it. Of course someone's on it. Who's on the ship?
Goes Kami.
We don't know yet. It's a rare ship from the palace. It's a ship that rarely comes around here. Maybe they're after Luffy because he came here legally.
What?
Luffy-chan, you guys have to hide.
And we get this massive ship that sails in with the sign Ryugu Castle on the side of it.
Isn't that a royal gondola?
You think so? Yeah! No, it's not. I think it is. So what if it is?
But I doubt anybody from the royal family would be on that ship. They wouldn't come to this corner of the island all the way from Ryugu Kingdom.
And then music starts playing. Their Excellencies, the Neptune brothers, have arrived! Hello, girls of the inlet. There's something I want to ask you.
Ah! It's the princess! What are you doing here?
Huh? Princess? And mind you, they're all hiding, but Chopper, even after 2 years, still hides by sticking his entire body out from the hiding place. And he's still hiding in reverse. The tip of his head is hidden, while the rest of his body is just literally outside. He's literally hanging onto some coral, but his whole body is just sticking out.
Stay hidden, Sanji.
And this mermaid that I like, she's hiding Sanji, and she has his face just pressed up against her, like pressed up against her in front of her. We've received a report of an illegal entry. Did they come here?
If they did, tell me fa sol la ti do.
That was so disrespectful. Let me do that again.
If they did come, tell me fa sol la ti do.
What is going on? Why can't I hit that note? No. We doing this right. We received a report of an illegal entry. Did they come here?
If they did come, tell me fa sol la ti do.
I probably shouldn't have gone too high up in that note.
If they didn't, then it's too bad, Remedo. Red Mambo, shake, shake. Wow, let's all just relax and play here too.
Ryugu Kingdom, Neptune Brothers. Fukaboshi, first son, Shark Merman. Ryuboshi, second son, Giant Oarfish Merman. And Mamboshi, third son, Sunfish Merman.
No one came here. Are they that important? Worth your coming here?
I'm not sure they're the ones I'm looking for.
Not sure, Miredo.
There it is.
Let's dance, Sunfish Mambo.
What's going on? As it cuts to Hammond in the distance.
They're the 3 greats of the Neptune army. What are they doing here? What a pain.
I see. Thank you very much. I suppose we'll look elsewhere. The border patrol must be mistaken. I apologize for interrupting your games.
That's okay.
Let's dance some other time. Sorry to bother you, Miredo.
and it's back to Sanji, who's still pressed up against the brunette a mermaid, and he's like shaking, and he starts shaking, and then his nose, then he lets out a titanically large nosebleed that's in the shape of a mermaid. He lets out a nosebleed, jet straight into the air, that takes on the shape of a mermaid.
Sanji! A geyser of blood! Sanji's in danger! Oh no! He couldn't hold it in after all!
There's no mistake. That's Straw Hat Luffy the pirate. Ammonites!
Yes, sir! They were here. It's the Straw Hats.
What now? They're gonna get captured.
There will be more trouble if we have to scuffle with the Neptune army right now. Of all people, it had to be the princess.
Hold on! I'm sorry we entered your country illegally, but don't arrest us yet! Can somebody please donate some blood? Our friend is dying! His blood type is SRH negative! It's a bit rare! Does anyone have it? Or do fishmen and humans not have the same kind of blood? Please!
Please, somebody help us! Give Sanji some blood!
Hurry! Does anybody have it? Does anyone have it? Does anyone have it?
We can't let him die such an idiotic death!
And Sanji's just laying there bleeding profusely all over.
Chopper, mermen, mermaids, fishmen, and humans all have the same blood. We can get transfusions from each other, but...
And then Hammond and his crew starts laughing.
Stupid humans! What's this nonsense? You humans are an inferior race. No one on Fishman Island would be stupid enough to give you any blood. If anybody did, the ones who hate humans would come to judge them in the dead of night.
It's the guys who had the sea beasts.
Huh? Gamey!
Prince Fukaboshi, it's Hammond from the Fishman district. And then Sanji's trembling because he's bleeding out.
Look at all that blood. Let him bleed to death. This nation has a law that's been followed since long ago. It is forbidden to share any blood with humans. What? This rule was laid down by you humans in the first place. In the long history of our existence, you feared us and called us monsters. You were the ones who refused to mix your blood. The death of Fisher Tiger was no different. He was the hero of Fishman Island. He didn't care what race anyone was, and he risked his life to free the slaves. In the bloody battle that followed, he could have survived if only he had been given blood. You heartless humans refused to have your blood mixed with his. That's why he died. Now leave that underling of yours to die and come with me to the Fishman District. Captain Hody Jones of the new Fishman Pirates. He orders you to come.
Hey, I don't care what laws you have around here. Doesn't anyone have... Oh, this is Usopp.
Hey, I don't care what laws you have around here. Doesn't anyone have type SRH negative blood? We'll do anything to repay you. Please, you have to save his life. Take them by force.
We'll take them by force. And then Hammond tries to shoot a gun at Luffy and company, and with bayonet, and it's basically just this giant fishing net. And Luffy doesn't even move. He just goes, I said, I'm not listening to you! And he goes gear second, and he hits all three fishmen who try to take them with jet pistol! And sends all three of them flying in an instant, shocking the mermaids while the princes look on.
He beat Hammond of the Fishman District!
Luffy, there's a sea beast behind you! And then Luffy puts his hand up, and the beast is immediately tamed. Because that's that Conqueror's hockey at work again.
The sea beast gave up without a fight!
What's going on? Luffy is amazing!
Impressive.
Luffy-chin!
Huh?
Huh?
Put Sanji on here and let's go to town! Kami! There should be lots of humans in the town by the port. Hurry!
Wait, that ship belongs to the princess.
I'm sorry. I'll give it back after we save Sanji-chin.
Okay, we're on. Let's go, Kami.
Ryugu-chin, please, take us to town!
Greetings, fellow peoples. You're late, but you're here, and we're already in Fishman Island. Yes, we are, Ozzy. Hold on. Let me turn my fan on. I have to turn my fan on because it's getting a little bit warm. Oh, yes, that feels nice. More cool breeze. Thank you. But good to see you, Ozzy.
Ryugu-chin, please, take us to town! I'm sorry. I'd let him have my blood if we had the same type.
You don't need to apologize. It's Sanji's own fault for having too many dirty thoughts. Look at him. He's even smiling right now.
Sanji, cut it out! Just stop thinking you could die!
But thinking back, I remembered this discrimination you and Hachi faced at Sabaody. The scars really run pretty deep. The scars must run pretty deep. But I never thought a stupid nosebleed could be so serious.
Yeah. Don't relax just yet. Once we get to town, it might take us a while to find a donor. There haven't been any human visitors this past month. You guys really are our first guests in a long time.
Why? Is this place is really famous, right?
That's right. It's a hotspot for travelers. We think someone's attacking people on their way here. Rumors has it there's something sinister going on.
I don't believe you, girls. Why did you harbor those pirates?
I'm sorry, Prince Fukaboshi. Kami said they were her friends. They didn't seem like bad people. We thought it'd be too harsh for them to get charged with illegal entry. I hope Sanji is going to be okay.
Sunfish Mambo! Sunfish Mambo!
You jumped to the wrong conclusion. They're notorious pirates. They didn't need to be examined at the border because we already knew who they were.
We were looking for them for a different reason right before!
You were?
We missed our chance to give him Jinbei's message. So that's the reason why they were searching for him. That's the end of chapter 609. Onwards to 610. Let me go back through here to see what chapters we got left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still got we got plenty. We still got many chapters to go through. We're let's keep going. We got an SBS first. My friend put a melon bun in the DVD return box by mistake. What should we do? Signed, Pawn Class. Answer. Yeah, that happens all the time. Wait, no it doesn't. But now that I think about it, did that friend really rent a DVD? You sure that friend didn't rent a melon bun instead? That could happen, right? Renting food. That just sounds disgusting. Renting food? That means if you're renting something, it's temporary. Therefore, you need to put it back. And I don't want to think about that. Renting food. You sure that friend didn't rent a melon bun instead? That could happen, right?
No way! Who would rent a melon bun?
Question. I think so too. Signed, I'll tell you. Answer. Yeah, I know your question is weird. Who are you? I used up half a page of One Piece on stuff completely unrelated. Question. Orochi, let's play a riddle game. I know you want to become your nickname. I know you want to because your nickname is Orochi. Let's do it. The topic will be One Piece. Answer. Hi, I'm Orochi. Riddle me this. What do a basketball, jelly, and marshmallows have in common? They all go boing. That's all, folks. I'm disappointed in myself. And for reference photos, we have Nami, Hancock, and Robin. Question. Orochi, I don't think I can treat you like a human being anymore. Sign, Positive Hollow. Answer. Be quiet. Question. In Lost Crew, there's a person with a casket hat and another with a hat that says Penguin on it. Penguin on it. I really want to know their names. Please tell me. Sign, Himawari. Sure. They're Shachi and Penguin. I can finally say Shachi and Penguin again. Oh, I'm slowly but surely being allowed to say everything that's related to One Piece again, because some things I gotta hold back on until we reach those moments. But that's the end of the SBS. Chapter 610, Madame Charlie, Fortune Teller. Requests, Vivi scrubbing the palace floors while supervised by some Siamese cats. By real name, Akira Jean-Baptiste Hattori. Coral Hill, Port Town, Ryugu Kingdom.
Sanji-chin! Sanji, did you come too?
And Sanji and Sanji is laying in a hospital bed. Silent.
Where am I?
I'm so relieved! You're at the home of one of my friends. You've lost most of your blood. I'm so glad we found some donors!
Yeah. Blood? What happened to me?
You have to stay in bed.
Why won't the fishmen give us any blood? We ran all over town, but we couldn't find any humans.
I thought it was all over.
You guys did that for me? Thank you. I can't remember. Where was I and what was I doing?
Don't try to remember, goes Luffy and Usopp.
We don't want you to bleed out again. We don't want you to bleed out again.
These people gave you their blood. We found them at the tavern.
It's all right. We're old people here. We should always help each other in times of need.
What? Did some beautiful ladies give me their blood?
It's okay, you dummy. I'll give you more if you want, silly. Twin pirates, Splash and Splatter. Both. Okamas. And Sanji, seeing that, screams for his life. And he screams so much that he foams at the mouth. Whether Sanji likes it or not, he has Okama blood flowing through his veins now. And Sanji is just constantly screaming all over the place. And in the anime, he just starts screaming after that knowledge gets dropped on him, and he's just hopping around the hospital. Mind you, Kami already said that he have to stay in bed. He's hopping around, losing his mind that he has Okama blood, literal Okama blood, just flowing in his veins now.
You better thank them.
Luffy, let me see your right arm. I knew it. That bruise. You've been hit by venom.
Oh yeah, when I was fighting the fishmen, I felt a little tingle.
You all right?
This venom is really strong, but you already have antibodies for it in your blood. You fought back the poison without even noticing. That's incredible.
Every time you see the Okamas, Vera de Milo comes to mind.
Did you ever get hit with a lot of poison in the past?
Poison? Poison? Well, at Impel Down, I kinda got poisoned to death.
That's nothing to laugh about. It was probably him.
The swordsman with the octopus legs. He was the one who blocked my attack. He's pretty strong. And it shows this octopus fishman carrying the other two that got bodied and hit by Luffy. That came from the inlet. Those girls sound so annoying. Oh, well, someone's screaming going, "Ah!" And it says, that came from the inlet. Those girls sound so annoying. Now what should I do with these guys? And I shot some poison in the Straw Hat without thinking. Hope I didn't kill him. And we find out that this fishman's name is Hozo. Hyozo. Hitman, New Fishman Pirates, Blue-Ringed Octopus Merman. Blue-Ring Octopus scare me. They absolutely scare me. They're small, and they have enough poison to kill a person in minutes. Those types of octopus scare me.
That scream! It was Ishili's voice.
Ishili!
I heard her scream all the way over here. She was talking about opening a barrel or something.
And apparently the barrel has been opened that Caribou was locked inside.
How's the blonde boy?
He's alive. Thank you for letting us use your room, Madam Charlie.
But please, don't go in there.
But please, don't go in there. You're too beautiful. And please don't tell Sanji that this is the back room of the Mermaid Cafe.
Madam Charlie, owner of the Mermaid Cafe, Mako Shark Mermaid, and she's a very big woman.
Giant woman! If he finds out Chopper, his doctor says he'll have another attack.
That's a very strange description.
Hey, Big Mermaid, what's this?
You have to address her as Madam Charlie, Luffy.
Don't touch that, Straw Hat Boy.
It's a crystal ball. It's used for fortune telling. Madam is famous in Coral Hill for a prognostication.
They will give a box jellyfish a run for it when it comes to poisonous sea creatures. Look, blue ring octopus and box jellyfish. These are fish that you can touch. Just a single touch is all it takes for you to be put in a situation where you get a front row seat to the Meet Jesus room. Real quick. Animals that can put you on a milk carton or put you on a t-shirt in a split second. That's scary and terrifying. This is the reason why I'm not the type that'll go scuba diving or go into areas where poisonous creatures will frequent. I'm not that daring. I like living. I'm not going to put myself in that situation.
Madam is famous in Coral Hill for a prognostication. I gave up fortune telling. The future is usually best left unknown.
Hey, so do mermaids poo?
How did the conversation get to that?
Vulgar boy.
Luffy-chan, apologize!
I'm sorry.
Kami, you can take the day off. Show your friends around the island.
Really? Are you sure?
Of course. We haven't had any human pirates here for some time. There's almost nothing to do. The girls from the inlet will be coming soon, so I have enough star waitresses to handle the customers.
Star? Oh, whoops! I have to go deliver the clams to Papagoo. He must be starving.
What made you
Think of that.
If you're looking for Monsieur Papagoo, he's making merry in the cafe. He said he bumped into an old friend.
What?
I couldn't tell you earlier.
I couldn't tell you earlier, but when Madame Charlie was young, she said a lot of pirates would start coming to this island. The next year, the great age of pirates began.
What?
There are too many examples to list, but she foresaw the Battle of Marineford, the death of Whitebeard, and everything else. She hates it because her terrifying visions always come true.
That sounds scary.
Luffy-chan, Usopp-chan, over here.
Oh, where's Chopper?
He said he's looking for after Sanji. This is the Coral Hills main street. Look! This is the main entrance of the Mermaid Cafe.
Wow, I'm starting to get hungry, as am I.
It's a cafe, man.
They have food too, like cake and fruit from the ocean.
What about meat?
Mermaids don't eat meat or fish, so the menu has things like kelp brulee, seafood tart, and kelp souffle. Oh, if you want meat, we have shellfish, scallop sandwiches, clam pizza.
Shellfish isn't meat! How dare you disrespect meat!
Never mind that. Let's go inside the Mermaid Cafe.
Luffy, you are not a true lover of meat if you are dissing shellfish. Shellfish is meat. How dare you disrespect meat by not including shellfish? It's meat. Shellfish is meat, Luffy. You disrespect meat in its entirety by not being accepting of shellfish. Disrespect. Disrespect!
Never mind that. Let's go inside the Mermaid Cafe.
Yeah, Papagoo should be in there.
Hey! Don't look...
Hey!
Don't look down on meat!
Thank you very much!
Luffy! And oh my goodness, Kami too!
Hi, Brook-chan.
There you are! Because we got Brook here, chilling with Papagoo.
Strawhead and Big Nose. I miss you guys.
Come back, Soul King. You were wonderful.
Yo! I definitely will, my lovely mermaids!
What?
It feels like they took my backbone. He brought shame and dishonor to his house by disrespecting shellfish and saying that it wasn't meat. I might get myself a double fillet of fish meal once I'm done. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Wait, but if I lose my bones, I'll have nothing left. Oh, I don't care if I die today. Wait, I'm already dead. Yo!
You got that worked up over the cafe?
What happened in there?
Hold on,
Goes Papagoo.
you guys aren't leaving today, right? You can go to the Mermaid Cafe later. Right now, I was about to take Bonesy here back to my mansion. Come with us. You like sea beast meat? You have some?
Goes Luffy. Look, Brooks is having a better look with the ladies, poor Sanji. Look, Brook doesn't have to worry about nosebleeds because he has no blood. Yo ho 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 ho. I gotta move my fan because it's blowing into my face and it's starting to dry out my nose. Ugh. Sorry about that. I had to turn it off of my nose because it was starting to dry it out and make it feel weird. So I can focus now.
Come with us. You like sea beast meat? You have some?
I'm a wild man. I don't eat no seaweed. My main food consists of savage sea beast meat.
Oh, Papa Goo, here's your clam for today. Yay, Kamie's delicious clam. You're eating shellfish.
The mermaids don't eat meat and fish, but fishmen eat them all the time. There's plenty of that kind of food to go around here.
Taxi! Taxi! That's a relief.
Huh?
Huh? Look! Yeah, it's Vanderdecken! Why is there a wanted poster for a ghost?
Oh, is that the guy from the ghost ship we saw? You saw it? That guy's the bandit of the seas. The whole country's been looking for him for years. Get on!
Because it shows a wanted poster for Vanderdecken.
He sends a love letter to the mermaid princess of Ryugu Kingdom every week. He started off with letters and packages, but now he sends threatening letters demanding her hand in marriage.
You guys can hear me just fine, right? Even though I've been moving around my mic, I want to make sure that I'm projecting correctly into the mic.
But now he's sending threatening letters demanding her hand in marriage.
The mermaid princess is too scared to do it.
The mermaid princess is too scared to do anything now.
That's right. And her father, King Neptune, got mad and sent his 3 sons to look for him. You know, the guys you saw earlier? They got the army with them, but they can't find him anywhere.
Kamie, I was about to say that.
The ruler of this land, the sea god King Neptune, has 4 children. The mermaid princess is the youngest. The 3 princes are her brothers.
But what I want to know is whether Vanderdecken is a cursed pirate from hundreds of years ago or not. Fish taxi.
Legends always grow with time. That crazy Vanderdecken did exist, but he ended up on Fishman Island and died here. The ship you saw is probably the legendary Flying Dutchman, all right, but its current captain is a descendant of the original.
Vanderdecken the 9th.
What? A descendant?
Kamie!
Because Kamie keeps interrupting Papagoo and saying stuff that he wants to say. What? A descendant? So that's what happened. I thought he was a real ghost. I thought I was going to die and turn into a real skeleton, even though I'm already am one. Yo! Hey, I found another one. It's an old mermaid. She has 2 fins just like Granny Kokoro.
She has 2 fins just like Granny Kokoro.
She has 2 fins just like Granny Kokoro. When you turn 30, you'll grow legs too, right, Kamie?
That's right. How did you know?
Look at that baby. The dad is a fishman, but one of his kids is a merman. That's really interesting. They're all different colors and sizes. They're all so different. How fun!
When a mermaid or merman marries a fishman, their kids can be fishman, mermaids, or mermen.
Let's get on the highway.
What's that? By the way, the Flying Dutchman is a real ship? Oh yes, it very much is. Ain't it crazy how legends started? And they persist even to this very day. And even though people will know the real, can know the real story behind legends or whatnot, the legend still exists even now. That's cool.
Let's get on the highway.
What's that?
That's the candy factory.
But why is there a pirate flag on it?
There's one at the entrance of the port too. This island is now protected by that pirate flag. It's the flag of Charlotte Linlin of the New World. She's also known as Big Mom, one of the 4 emperors.
So we get the full name of Big Mom, Charlotte Linlin. This is the first utterance of her name. The first time her full name has been mentioned in the story thus far.
She's also known as Big Mom, one of the 4 emperors. Before the war, we were under her Whitebeard's protection. Other pirates didn't dare attack us, but now Big Mom has taken over. All she asks for in exchange is loads of sweets every month. That's what the factory's for.
Sweets?
It goes to show how dangerous this place is. With so many pirates coming and going, we need somebody strong to protect us.
But what if that Big Mom is protecting you guys in Whitebeard's place? But if that Big Mom is protecting you guys in Whitebeard's place, she must be a good guy.
I don't know about that. Whitebeard never asks for anything in return. Maybe for Big Mom it's just business.
Big Mom. She's one of the 4 emperors, like Shanks. I wonder if we'll ever meet her. I do wonder.
Look up ahead! That's Fishfurly Hills. That's where the rich folks live. That huge mansion you see
in the front is Papagoo's home.
That? But he's just a starfish!
Coral Hill. What happened, Madam Charlie? What's the matter?
This is going to be terrible.
It's the owner of the Mermaid Cafe.
Find him. Find the pirate with the straw hat. Drive him off the island right now.
Madam, what's wrong? Did you see the future again? And then we see Luffy.
I didn't intend to look, but I sensed something calamitous in him. I saw the future.
And then Charlie drops to the ground. What happened? What did you see? Madam! Charlie!
I wish this prophecy would not come true.
And it cuts to a person. It shows Luffy, and then in her vision, it cuts to a person wearing a straw hat, and the whole area just cloaked in fire.
The human with the straw hat. Straw Hat Luffy. He will bring ruin to Fishman Island.
What? And that is the end. And that is the end of chapter 610, onwards to 611. And so far, the only female emperor. Pretty much, yeah. But it got an SBS first. Question. Nice to meet you, Odachi. I gotta focus here. I want to go to Gloom Island to meet Mihawk. Should I bring some takoyaki as a gift? Oh, by the way, I'm coming from Osaka. Signed, Appy I, or Appy1. Answer. Bring some roasted squid. It's one of my faves. Oh, you didn't ask? In Volume 45, why did Garb's punch hurt Luffy? Was it hockey or was it love? Signed, Mori. In this instance, it was love. I love Akainu's powers. Did he eat the bubble fruit or is it the mag fruit? There are so many potential names. I don't know which is which. Please tell me. Signed, Ishii414. Didn't I officially write it down somewhere? I've been receiving questions about the three admirals, so I'll put it down below. Akainu has the mag fruit, making him a magma human. Aokiji has the chili fruit, which makes him a nice human. And then Kizaru has the glint fruit, which makes him a light human. Question. I have a question. Is the scar on Luffy's chest from the Paramount War 2 years ago? You know, when Akainu attacked Jinbei and Luffy at the same time? I thought about it when I saw it on TV the other day. Signed, Princess Shira Suboshi. Answer. You're right. Akainu punched through Jinbei's left shoulder and into Luffy's chest. Anyway, this marks the end of this SBS corner. We had some technical difficulties, so the SBS with Brooks' voice actor that was supposed to be in this volume will be moved to the next one. This will be the very last voice actor SBS, so make sure you have no regrets. See you next time. Chapter 611, Hody Jones. Request, Karu Figure Skating with Penguins by real name Takeru Isaka.
Now's your chance. Get on the ship.
Noah, the Fishman District. Quietly! All hands, take the oars and go! We're sailing now!
All right, we managed to escape without them noticing. Hurry! We'll never go near Fishman Island again! Forget the Mermaid Cafe! What? Hurry up and get through the red line!
Let me move this mouse out of the way because it's distracting me.
Hurry up and get through the red line!
And they're regular humans who are on the ship.
I don't believe it. And just when I thought we'd made it past the sleeping Kraken, we were surrounded by sea beasts at 30,000 feet. We didn't have a chance. They gave us a choice. Become their henchmen or die. What kind of choice is that? Of course we chose life.
Crab Hand Gyoto, pirate of the South Blue with a bounty of 73 million berries. But I wanted to go to the Mermaid Cafe.
Just give it up, you fool! Stop crying and let's go. Consider yourself lucky you're still alive.
They ran away.
Aye, boss. The humans run all the time.
Let's tear that blood from limb!
They ran away, Dosun. They never give up, Dosun. Fine. We'll make an example of them again.
Moochie! Then allow me to take care of them.
And we have many fishmen around here. First off, we have Dosun, new Fishman Pirates Executive, Hammerhead Shark Fishman. Then Zio, new Fishman Pirates Executive, Wabagong Shark Fishman. Then we have Daruma, new Fishman Pirates Executive, Cookie Cutter Shark Fishman. And on the leader's right, we have Ikaros Much, or Ikaros. It says Ikaros Much, so I'm just gonna call him that. Ikaros Much, new Fishman Pirates executive, giant squid fishman, and the head of the new Fishman Pirates, Captain, Great White Shark Fishman, Hody Jones.
You don't have to go, Ikaros. Munch, understood. I'll go.
What? And then Hody Jones dips his hand into like this dish that's full of pills, and he chomps a couple of them.
Get the bubble ready.
You're taking too many at once again!
And then after swallowing them, Hody Jones' body gets engorged with muscles all of a sudden, and his eyes start showing veins. So whatever he's taken, it's basically boosting his body.
And here we are.
Welcome back, master.
This is my place. It's huge. It's huge!
It's Monsieur Papagoo.
Wow, it's a real thing!
You see that? When I'm out at sea, I'm just a fashionable starfish. But back at Fishman Island, I'm the president and celebrity designer of the criminal brand. Look, what's that? My designer clothes stores are all over the world. Even the great Doskoi Panda is.
And Papagoo is just like going off about how good of a job he's doing in life, and Luffy is like completely ignoring him.
Look, what's that?
The first floor is the criminal store. It's so noisy. I'm telling you, everything in your store is overpriced. Even if it is really cute.
Who's complaining so loud?
And the person complaining is Nami!
I'll give you 10,000 berries.
Come on, miss, that's less than half.
Hey, Nami! She's the complainer?
Hey, Nami-chin! Oh, Luffy and Kami.
Phew, Monsieur Papagoo, you came at just the right time. I have a difficult customer on my hands.
What's with your store? Everything is such a ripoff.
You have to pay a premium for brand name designs, and I'm very popular.
Monsieur! I want a discount.
Come on, girl. You don't need a discount. We owe you big time for what you did 2 years ago. Take whatever you want for free.
For free? Really? Good for you guys.
As it shows Nami, Brooke, Usopp, and Luffy with ginormous bags full of clothes. See, this is the reason why you got to be careful when you tell people stuff is free and you don't give them a limit.
Monsieur, this shop is empty. The shop is empty.
You guys don't hold back, do you?
What's going on? There seems to be a commotion outside.
It's him! He's here!
Monsieur, there may be trouble. What's wrong? Something is happening.
What is it? What are you talking about? Look up at the sky! He's come from Ryugu Castle!
What's that? A whale?
Hey! What's he doing on the lower levels? I've never seen him in person before.
What's going on? Why is he here by himself without his guards?
There must be an emergency.
Maybe some big pirate invaded the island.
Is the island going to turn into a battlefield? That's not possible. Anyway, this is huge. We have to evacuate. And as Luffy's looking up, we see this giant of a man on the back of a whale.
Ho, 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 ho.
Neptune!
King Neptune, the sea god, king of Ryugu Kingdom, Coelacanth Merman, and he's on top of Ho, his pet whale.
That's one huge merman.
I prefer mermaids.
What a hairy guy.
Hey, don't be rude. Bow down to him. What a cute whale.
What does he want with those humans? Megalo, are you sure they are the ones?
Didn't we see that shark somewhere in the ocean?
Straw-hat humans. I invite you to Ryugu Castle.
Ryugu Castle!
And both Kami and Papagoo just absolutely lose their minds. the seafloor near Noah, the Fishman District.
Row faster! They'll find us! It's hard to ride the currents in the sea. It's hard to ride the currents in the deep sea. That's why we should have modified it into a paddle boat. You know that the new world is... Look! There's something there, Captain! Horny Jones! He found us! What's going on? He's in handcuffs!
Yeah.
And then we cut back to Ikaros.
We sure got our hands on some real nice, on something real nice. Energy steroids, the power drug.
And all of a sudden, the pirate ship that's trying to escape from Hody Jones gets tossed all over.
Ah! Where'd Fishface go? He busted a hole in the hull of the ship. Ah! He's in the ship! Get him! He's just one fish man!
And as they're preparing to fight, the ground erupts from underneath them as Hody Jones bursts through. Hody Jones bursts through the floorboards, the deck of the ship, with another person in his mouth. Like he has a human in his mouth. And he also has his arms crossed. Because remember, he's in handcuffs. And he's doing all this without even moving his hands. He's just destroying the ship with his own physical body strength.
Captain!
I fought fishmen before. We overcame everything to make it all the way here.
And then Crab Hand tries to hit Hody Jones, but Hody Jones takes off the whole Crab Hand, and there's a spray of blood because apparently the captain just got killed by Hody Jones. And then another tries to shoot Hody Jones in the face, point blank, and it does nothing. And Hody just looks back, and then Hody chomps on the mast of the ship.
So that's why those handcuffs were just to show us that he can sink our ship without using his hands!
Fishmen are 10 times as strong as humans. A single dose of energy steroids will double that strength. 2 pills will double it again. And the price of that increased power is the shortening of our lives. But that won't stop us from putting our plan into action. And mind you, Hody Jones consumed, these things are called energy steroids. Hody chomped on, grabbed a handful and just dropped a whole bunch into his mouth. Just casually dropped a handful into his mouth. So imagine the drawbacks from this. The humans are responsible for Fisher Tiger's death. We will carry on Arlong's will. The dark and pitiful history of the fishmen will end with our generation. We, the new Fishman pirates, will make that happen! As it shows Hody Jones holding on to the mast with his teeth and sailing and, swimming away from this pirate ship that he's messing with and destroying.
What is he trying to do?
And Hody then proceeds to take the mast and then forcibly shove it not only through the bubble, but through the whole of the ship as well. And the whole ship is just littered with the bodies of the pirates that tried to escape.
Float them up into the new world.
Aye, boss!
Oh my, you didn't kill them all, did you?
Oh my, you didn't kill them all, did you?
Yeah, I need them alive. Let your scarred hearts and bodies be a message to everyone on the surface. Tell them what you experienced in the depths. Tell them who did it to you. Let the humans fear us. We will take the throne of Fishman Island away from that weak sea god Neptune. Then we will drag humanity into the darkest abyss of the ocean. And the whole world will know that the Fishmen are the superior race.
And that's the end of chapter 611. Onwards to chapter 612. Taken by the shark they saved. Mermaid Inlet, Ryugu Kingdom. A few hours ago.
It's sealed so tightly. I wonder what's inside. If it were treasure, it would be in a chest. But there must be something precious inside. Maybe it's full of expensive wine. It's barely budging.
That's good enough, my dear. Hee, I can get out now. Ah! As it cuts to the mermaids who were trying to open up the barrel that was left behind. And frankly, I don't think these mermaids, as beautiful as they are, don't have a lot of common sense and didn't question the fact that this barrel not only was sealed with metallic clamps around, but was also bound in rope as well. I don't think they realized that maybe there's a reason why this thing is tied up tightly and doesn't have a way for it to be opened. It was meant to be closed completely. But Caribou says, I can get out now.
What? There's somebody inside! No way!
And then Caribou starts to make his way out of the top of the barrel. Thanks a lot. Hey now, don't run away from me.
Everyone, get in the water!
And this is Ishli who says this.
No, it's too late!
Thank you so much, my dear little mermaids.
What? I'm sinking! It's a swamp! What's a swamp doing on this rocky shore?
As Caribou extends his whole body across the ground as it starts to engulf two of the mermaids, including Ishili. A muddy, bottomless swamp. I'm a devil fruit user, you know. I ate the swamp fruit. The more you struggle, the faster you sink. Now just shut your mouths. Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. And it cuts to Caribou, who basically becomes one with the swamp, and he starts to engulf these mermaids.
Somebody help!
I said stop it, you fool!
Ishili!
I just want you to take a little nap for me. And he drags the mermaids into his little bottomless swamp. This swamp that is comprised of his body. My body is bottomless. How much are these mermaids worth? They sell at auctions for 10 million berries each, and I got 3 of them. You have my gratitude, Straw Hats. Thanks to them, I made it to Fishman Island without even going through customs. Now I can catch all the mermaids I want. This place is a treasure trove. Coral Hill, Port Town, Ryugu Kingdom.
The Straw Hat Pirates? So they kidnapped the girls at Mermaid Inlet.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say that. They're good people. Besides, they're Kami's friends.
They could be threatening her.
They are not hearing her. They're not hearing her. They're not threats. They're good people. They're good people.
So they must be threatening Kami then. If they know Kami, they must be threatening her.
Already jumping to conclusions.
They could be threatening her.
Anyway, this is what we know for sure. Those who were there were us. Those who were there were us, the security force, the mermaids, some fighters from the Fishman district, and the Straw Hats. Humans have a good reason for kidnapping mermaids. They're worth a fortune in the human world. But that doesn't mean every human should be under suspicion. Have you forgotten how many pirates act friendly and then turn around and kidnap mermaids? And the princes are there as well.
Princess Fukaboshi!
Madame Charlie! Madame Charlie, did you really see that vision you mentioned earlier? Will the Straw Hats bring destruction to Fishman Island?
Madame Charlie, please have some water.
And then Madame Charlie is still shaken by what she saw. Yes, I did see that. There's no denying it. Madame Charlie, your ability to foresee the future is well known, even at our castle. This is very troubling. I intended to honor them for saving my sister's pet. The future is an uncertain thing, but I can't let them run loose. We must take precautions with them. Fishvalley Hills, the kingdom of Ryugu.
They're gone!
I don't believe it. King Neptune personally came to invite them to Ryugu Castle.
Ho 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 ho. Hold on tight. Neptune!
Why the stupid call, old guy?
Stop being so rude! I'm scared now! I'm scared of you!
Ho 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 ho. That shark, Megalo, is my daughter's beloved pet. She cried her eyes out while he was gone. You have my thanks for saving him after he was attacked by the Kraken.
Megalo, pet shark of the Mermaid Princess. That was just a coincidence, but I'm glad it worked out.
So that's the Mermaid Princess's pet?
Huh? But I thought you said you were best friends with the Mermaid Princess.
Shh!
You were lying?
May I go to Ryugu Castle too?
He said our friends could come along,
goes Usopp.
I actually sent my sons to fetch you, but they took so long I decided to do it myself. I'm looking forward to the feast too. I can hardly wait. Oh, I forgot to tell you, one of your friends is already there.
huh?
And he started drinking. I told him that banquets are more fun with more people, but he started anyway.
That's Zoro.
Definitely Zoro.
I believe his name was Zori.
It's Zoro!
My soldiers are still looking for your other friends. Don't worry, they'll all arrive at the castle soon.
Nami, do you know where the others are?
Frankie said he's looking for the family of someone called Tom, and Robin went to find some sort of historical thing. Anyway, anything happen at your end, Luffy?
Kind of, I guess.
By the way, Grandpa, it's King Neptune!
As Papagu is biting on the head of Nami. You know what? I think this is the first time I've ever seen anyone react that way to Nami specifically and actually bite her. Like, in the face of, like, just nonchalance, this is the first time I think we see Nami get bit by anybody. At all.
It's King Neptune!
If we're 30,000 feet under the sea, why is it so bright where Fishman Island is?
Ho 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 ho. It's not bright because we're here. This is the only place in the world where light reaches the ocean floor, which is why the ancient ancestors of the fishmen decided to live here. That is the secret of Fishman Island. The roots of the giant sun tree Eve reach this place and bring the light from the surface down to us.
Sun tree? You mean there's a tree that can transfer light 30,000 feet underwater?
Correct.
Yep, usually Nami is the only one with the funny, angry face. But what I mean is that this is the first time that Nami gets bitten because of nonchalance. Usually it's Nami slapping people and having the angry, fanged face at people and she's hitting others. But this is the first time that someone actually bites Nami in retaliation to nonchalance. This is the first time we see something like that. So that kind of stuck out to me.
Correct. The scientists have some complicated theories about it, but in essence, it is a mystical tree that emits light from the surface, and its roots breathe, allowing us to get air from the surface as well.
So it's a bigger version of the Yakumin mangrove on Sabaody.
When the light shines on the surface, the seafloor is illuminated as well. When night falls there, it grows dark here. Thus, we are able to enjoy the blessings of the sun even in the black depths of the sea.
No,
The sun tree Eve.
maybe it has some connection with the jewel tree atom that Sunny was made from. I should tell Frankie about it.
Hey, hairy guy, I'm hungry.
Hey!
Oh ho ho, we're almost there. That's the entrance.
And then he rings a doorbell. He rings a bell. Ding dong. Yes?
It is I.
Your Majesty, I'll open the passageway right away.
Let's go.
Neptune! I can't wait to see Ryugu Castle.
Hang on to your bubbles.
And they go shooting through this long pipeway, and we get to the castle itself. And good God, is this one of the sickest looking double page panels for One Piece that I've ever seen.
This is it!
We're here! Wow, what a great place! It makes Papagu's mansion look like a doghouse.
Don't compare my place to the palace.
The king has returned! Open the gates!
Ryugu Castle, Palace of King Neptune.
King Neptune has returned!
Where did he go?
The castle is beautiful.
And Kami is just shaking after being in presence of this ginormous castle. We're opening the gates! Welcome back, your majesty!
Wow!
This palace looks like fun!
This is my castle. Make yourselves at home.
I don't believe you. How could you behave like this without a thought of your position?
Oh, bother.
You left the castle without telling us again. Going to the lower levels without your guards is simply irresponsible. If anything were to happen, it would be too late. Don't you understand the state our nation is in right now?
Yes, I'll be more careful next time.
And everyone is like, except Luffy's going,
He's getting scolded.
And then Luffy's sniffing around because your boy smell food.
Be that as it may, look, these people saved Megalo when he was being bullied by the Kraken. We must provide a feast for our guests. And where is the princess? How is Shirahoshi doing?
About that, Your Majesty, we just heard that.
What? That's what happens when you don't guard the princess properly and keep her reassured, fools!
And don't you understand that when you disappear, you make it that much harder for us to do our jobs? Besides, Your Majesty...
Oh, bother.
I'll be more careful next time. Really.
Why do I feel heat? I smell heat in my room. That heat better not be on. That's heat! Who turned the heat on? Ain't no way. Who turned the heat on? Ain't no way. Who turned the heat on in the house? It's hot outside. Who turned the heat on? Who turned the heat on in the house? Why would you do this? It's the middle of summer. It's the middle of summer. The lows are 89. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? I'm gonna have a talk. I'm gonna have a talk with my family. I need to know who did that. Why? Wow. The heat hasn't been on in months because it is hot outside. I need to know which one of my... I'm sorry, that took me out. That just took me out so strongly. I smelled the heat. I can smell the difference in the temperature in the air. And I smelled it and I was thinking, wait, is the heat on? And I was thinking maybe they were turning the air on. I'm sorry! I'm just that distracted me so much. I cannot stand heat. Not when I'm in an enclosed space and I got my fan on, but someone turns the heat on. Ain't no way. No. That just took me out completely. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna find out who did it. We gonna talk.
And if anything were to happen, it'd be too late. Don't you understand? Oh, wait. And don't you understand that when you disappear, you make it that much harder for us to do our jobs? Besides, Your Majesty.
Oh, bother. I'll be more careful next time, really.
He's getting chewed out again. This is most unfortunate since you brought the guests yourself, but I have important news. Yes, we just received word from Princess Fukaboshi. Oh, brother.
Minister of the Right, Kingdom of Ryugu, Seahorse Fishman, and Minister of the Left, Kingdom of Ryugu, Catfish Merman.
What about Fukaboshi?
Well,
Where's Luffy?
I can't wait for them to bring on the feast.
he was just here. Can't he keep still for even a minute?
What's he thinking wandering around in the Divine Sanctuary?
I smell food, and it's coming from that direction. It disappeared. It has to be behind that door.
And Luffy is walking past some people who are pushing like carts and different things in front of this big, massive iron door.
Yep.
Maybe this is where the banquet is. And some of the guards don't even notice Luffy and don't even pay him any mind. Maybe this is where the banquet is. That guy said Zoro was already here. But that door's so huge and thick and strong. The wall must be really thick too. It's like Impel Down. There must be all kinds of great food behind that door. And Luffy tries to pretty much... and the thing is, this door has many weapons aimed at it, like an iron ball, many axes and swords aimed at this big solid door. And then he opens the door. Whew! It's pitch black in here. Is this the banquet hall? There's the food! Maybe this is a storeroom. Who cares? I'll just help myself to some. I'm starving! And he starts running towards the food. Oh, what's this? There's nothing but coral everywhere on this island. What's this? It's soft. Huh? Did someone say something? This coral is like jelly.
Is someone there?
And then the lights get turned on. And Luffy falls away from this individual.
What?
Princess Shirahoshi, Ryugu Kingdom Royal Princess, Giant Smelt Mermaid Princess. And it's Princess Shirahoshi is a giant mermaid. And what Luffy was jumping on was her blessed bosom.
You're a huge lady! I mean mermaid!
Have you come to kill me too? I'll have you know I'm not afraid of you! I'm the daughter of King Neptune! I'm not afraid!
But then she immediately starts crying.
Help! Father! Brothers!
Oh, give me a break. I didn't do anything to you. Chapter 613, Mermaid Princess of Shell Tower. Before I get started on this, I'm going to see if someone turned that heat on. I'm not playing. All right. So that initial burst of heat was when the air was getting turned up because someone turned the air up to 74 and had it on cool, but that's not how that works. So I turned it down to 69 so it can be nice and cool because the sun is out. Chapter 613, Mermaid Princess of Shell Tower. Limited cover series, number 19. Decks of the World, Volume 1. News Coup Across the Seas. And it shows a page of the Straw Hat Pirates coming back.
Wanatsumi, did I get an answer yet to my letter? Did I get an answer yet to my letter to Princess Hoshi?
Not yet, Captain Decken.
How many years have I waited for her answer?
About 10, I guess. Maybe it'll come soon.
It's all that detestable Neptune's fault. He's planning to marry off Princess Shirahoshi for political reasons, I think. Why else would he imprison her in that steel tower for 10 years? I can't bear to see it anymore. We're deeply in love, I think.
Wadatsumi, the Giant Monk, Flying Pirates Crew, Tiger Puffer Fishman.
It's time for me to send her another rose axe.
And this dude takes his giant axe and sends it hurtling in another direction.
Hooah!
And it goes flying, and then it comes back.
Whoa! Captain, it's coming back the other way! You missed it completely!
Fool, I never miss my mark. I never miss my mark. Bah! Ho, 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 ho. Princess Shirahoshi, in all the time I've wandered the vast seafloor, I've never seen a woman as big and as beautiful as you. We are destined to be together. You will never live without any man. You will never live with any man but me. If you do, you'll die.
That's a horrible mentality to have when it comes to a person. If you are with another person, you cannot be with anyone other than me. And if you end up with another person, then you die. That's it's a very terrible mentality to have.
You will never live with any man but me. If you do, you'll die. Swear your love to me, you'll die.
Vanderdecken the Ninth, Flying Pirates Captain, Bullhead Shark Fishman.
Your life can only consist of marriage or death.
Ryugu Kingdom, Ryugu Castle, the Kingdom of Ryugu. It came from Shell Tower! That was Princess Shirahoshi's cry!
What happened to the tower security?
Why isn't anyone by her side?
I'm sorry, there was a mix-up with the changing of the guard.
No! Father! Fukaboshi!
Come on, I'm just a pirate looking for food!
Ryuboshi! Maboshi!
She's so loud! What do I do now?
There's a human in my room! He's trying to kill me!
I didn't know it was your food! And then something goes flying through the door because Luffy left the door open, and it's that axe that Vanderdecken chucked. And it almost hits Shirahoshi, but Luffy sees it, jumps up in the way, and stops it before it hits her. And then Shirahoshi sees him risk his life to save her, and then Luffy chucks the axe to the side, and it gets embedded in a wall. Princess Shirahoshi, we're coming!
Look, the gate is open. What happened here? Why did that axe fly in here? Where did it come from?
Princess Shirahoshi, are you alright?
Are you hurt?
Hey, what are you doing? As Luffy is being hidden behind Shirahoshi.
We heard an extraordinary scream coming from your room. Who opened the gates? Do we have an intruder?
Please be quiet.
Let me go!
I'm sorry for worrying you, but everything's fine. I just had a bad dream.
Oh, I thought I heard someone else's voice in here. Is that right? Well, I'm glad you're safe. Oh, yes, there's something I must tell you. It regards that Straw-Hat Luffy who saved Megalo. It seems there's a problem. Huh? You see, he and his pirates are suspected of kidnapping the missing mermaids, and it is said he will bring doom upon the kingdom. It has been decided that the Straw Hat should be imprisoned in the castle dungeons. The swordsman who came to the castle before the others has already been captured. It won't be long before the other three are arrested, meaning Brook, Usopp, and Nami. But their captain must have suspected something because he disappeared. We believe he's hiding somewhere in the castle, so please be wary. We'll capture the others as soon as we find them. Fear not! We will protect the kingdom. I'm very sorry, but we'll have to cancel the banquet for the people who saved Megalo. Oh, our 5 minutes are up. We must excuse ourselves now.
Thank you very much. Please forgive me for worrying you. So you're the one who saved Megalo. Your name is Luffy?
Yeah.
Luffy, you're a pirate. Does that mean you're a bad person?
I don't know. You can decide for yourself. And that's the cool thing about the story of One Piece. Some pirates, you can tell they're just bad people, but when it comes to Luffy, he is just chaotic neutral. He is chaotic neutral. He can go to either side. Or, yeah, he's chaotic. No, I wouldn't say he's chaotic neutral. I would say, nah, he's chaotic neutral. Just straight up chaotic neutral, the whole crew is. I don't know. You can decide for yourself.
Now your friends have all been captured by the soldiers.
Oh, don't worry about that. Your men could never capture those guys. Never mind that. What about that axe? What kind of a guy is strong enough to heave something like that?
I know who the culprit is. His name is Vanderdecken. He wants to kill me because I won't marry him. He has the Mark curse. He can hit any target he aims at. That's why it's dangerous for me to go outside. I can't even leave Shell Tower. I've been a prisoner here for 10 years.
10 years? You must be really bored. And Luffy is just eating Shirahoshi's food.
On top of that, Father only allows the soldiers to come in here for 5 minutes at a time. I only have Megalo to talk to. He's my dearest friend.
So that's why they wanted to have a banquet for a shark. But they canceled it.
You humans are small, but you seem to eat quite a lot for your size.
But he kept getting yelled at. And this is what Luffy's saying. The hairy guy said he was going to, because he's stuffing his face full of food while he's trying to talk at the same time. The hairy guy said he was going to throw a banquet, but he kept getting yelled at. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I just followed the smell of food here. They called you princess. Are you that mermaid princess?
Yes, I'm the daughter of King Neptune. My name is Shirahoshi.
Your name is kind of hard to say.
I don't believe you're a bad person. If you're a pirate, does that mean you have lots of adventures? Have you seen the sun? Have you seen things called flowers and furry creatures known as animals? Have you seen forests filled with greenery? You have such big cheeks.
And then Shirahoshi pokes Luffy in the face while he's stuffing it full of food and he winds up spitting out food.
What are you doing?
Don't shout at me, please.
He's clueless. Ooh, that's good. Cluelessly neutral.
Don't shout at me, please. You scare me, Luffy. No one's ever gotten mad at me before.
Huh? Why are you crying? Stop that! You're huge, but you're a big weakling and a crybaby. I hate you.
What? What? Those are horrible words. No one has ever said anything like that to me before. You're mean. Please go away. I can't stand it anymore.
And then Megalo is getting upset and he wants to kill Luffy. That was good. So you've been cooped up here for 10 years. Anyone would get sick of that.
Luffy, please go.
Is there anywhere you'd want to go? Is there anywhere you'd like to go?
Of course. There are many places.
I thought so. Let's get out of here and take a walk.
What?
If anything else comes flying at you, I'll just knock it down.
What? But I can't.
Front entrance, Ryugu Castle.
Capture those humans! There are only 3 of them!
Usopp-chin, Nami-chin, Brook-chin. If you resist arrest, you'll only make things worse for yourselves.
But we didn't do anything, Kami.
We don't want to be captured. They just made up some excuse to arrest us. You're going to imprison us for what we're going to do in the future? That's not fair.
I'll fight you to your heart's content if that's what you want, as Brook draws his sword in front of his face, and his skull is capable of producing a facial expression. An almost like sinister facial expression. These pirates are famous for all the trouble they've caused. Even at their captain, they're still plenty strong.
And I was so looking forward to sampling some of Ryugu Castle's wines.
I don't remember the musician being so reliable.
Stand your ground, soldiers. This is only a taste of what's to come. You must capture them. You must protect the kingdom. What? We're only fighting because you attacked us. This is nothing compared to those mass attacks of giant bugs on the Bowen Islands. Now behold my new weapon, Black Kabuto! King Neptune, we need your assistance.
I don't think people should be imprisoned over a prophecy. I want some time to think about it. Therefore, just let us catch you for now.
And it cuts to Neptune, who draws his trident and goes after Brook, Nami, and Usopp. Whoa! This won't be easy, but someone dashes in and blocks Neptune. And it's Zoro!
Zoro! I thought you were in jail.
I heard you guys having fun, so I broke out.
Just so casual about it.
Noah, the Fishman District.
Wait there, Waratsumi.
Captain Vanderdecken is here. Hooray! Aye.
Right this way. Sorry I'm late. I got caught in a little volcanic eruption. So you're the famous Hody, right? I think. You and I are both infamous, but your madness is well known too, Vanderdecken. Nice to meet you.
Oh, looking for a handshake? That would be bad. Hold on a second.
And then Vanderdecken puts a glove over his hand.
Good. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Vanderdecken!
Bah! Ho, 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 ho. Nice to meet you, Hody Jones. This will benefit us both. Our goals are one and the same.
As they both shake hands.
Hody!
We will crush Neptune's army. They lack the pride of fishmen and mermen, and we will take the head of the sea god Neptune.
Now we are invincible on the seafloor. Talk about a deadly alliance.
And we will bring total ruin to the kingdom of Ryugu.
And that is the end of chapter 613. Onwards to the last chapter of this volume, chapter 614. Too late now. Decks of the World, Volume 2, Windmill Village, as we cut to Luffy's hometown with the old mayor and Makino, who has a child, who's now a mom now, and everyone is celebrating after everything that's happened. They're more than likely celebrating the fact that Luffy has returned after 2 years. This is too much! He's right!
This is too much.
This is too much! He's right! Reflect on what you've done! You started this fight! We're all accomplices here!
I just wanted to scare them and find an opening to run away! I was hoping to take a tour and go shopping. Now it's too late! It's too late now! What's done is done, so...
It's too late now. What's done is done, so stop complaining.
Uh-oh.
How could you guys do this?
Oh. As it shows that Neptune is bound in chains, and every single soldier has been beaten by the rest of the Straw Hats.
How could you guys do this? It doesn't work like that! We dropped by Fishman Island and occupied Ryugu Castle! What kind of evil pirates are we?
You mean you would have just let them attack you?
I keep telling you we were looking for a chance to run away!
You don't know how to run away, and Luffy isn't here anyway. That's right. Where'd he go?
That's right! Where'd he go?
Beats me.
We're in a hurry. Just tell us where.
We're in a hurry. Just tell us where.
Yeah, where's Luffy?
Where's your treasure chamber?
Stop that!
Huh?
Why? Don't play innocent with me. Where are your priorities?
Hey, you guys, let's sing and be happy. Come on! It'll be okay, and if it's not okay, you'll eventually die anyway.
Yeah! You're not helping, Soul King!
King Neptune, are you all right? I can't believe the great Knight of the Sea has come to this.
I had a bad back. And I can't fight. I'm getting old. This was a terrible blunder. I'm sorry.
When the three greats, Prince Fukabushi, Prince Ryobushi, and Prince Mombushi get back, they'll see to it you never leave here alive. You wouldn't have a chance if the castle were submerged, but you drained out all the water. We can't stay on
Fishman Island anymore.
Where's Sunny? We need to get everybody together and go.
You're leaving already?
Goes Kami.
But Sunny lost her bubble coating when we came to the island.
The log post seems to be acting strangely too. It hasn't stabilized at all since we got here.
Oh, brother, you won't be able to navigate the new world with that simple log pose. What a stupid bunch of pirates you are.
What? I can't use this? Why not?
Untie me and I'll tell you.
And then someone rings the bell.
That must be ding dong, ding dong. That must be Prince Fukabushi.
And yeah, it is them. Huh? That's strange. What are the guards doing?
Hello? Who is this?
Hey, you can't answer that! Princess Fukabushi, help us! Sunfish Mambo! Sunfish Mambo!
Shut up!
Princess Ryobushi!
Princess.
Prince Fukabushi!
Have I been calling them princess this whole time? Because I've been thinking I've had Shirahoshi on the brain.
Prince Fukabushi! Prince Ryobushi! Prince Mambushi!
Brother!
There must be an incident at hand, Latido!
I think so too. Father and Shirahoshi all right?
It's me, Fukaboshi. What's happening on that side? Bring down the connecting hallway, open the castle gates, and open the imperial gates of the palace this instant.
And then what? We can't do that.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Because Zoro's talking to Fukaboshi.
Just tell the consequences and tell the truth and face the consequences!
Yeah, can you tie me up and can you tie me and Kami up? If you don't, we'll be seen as accomplices too. Zoro is scary!
Which one of the Straw Hats are you?
Fukaboshi. He's a Straw Hat swordsman. His bounty is 120 million berries. He's a pirate hunter. Zori.
That's Zoro!
Father! You heard him. We have hostages, and one of them is your king. If you want them back alive, you better do what I say.
We need a new coating for our ship Sunny. Then we'll need the rest of our crew. 1 dark woman, 1 robot, 1 raccoon dog, and 1 perverted troll.
Zoro, ask them for 1 billion berries too.
I said knock it off!
Perverted troll! Perverted troll! Yo! Referring to Sanji.
That's hilarious! Yo!
We understand your demands. We will arrange for you and your crew to leave this island as soon as possible. In exchange, you must guarantee the safety of the hostages.
Brother!
We have no choice. This connecting corridor is the only way in. Every other section of Ryugu Castle is protected by countless layers of bubbles. One thing, Zoro. Yeah? I'm reluctant to do this now, but I must keep a promise I made to Jinbei. The former warlord Jinbei, first son of the sea, left 2 messages for Straw Hat Luffy.
Jinbei?
Jinbei? Big boss Jinbei?
That's right. Luffy said he was friends with Jinbei.
Even though he's a pirate, Jinbei is trusted and...
Even though he's a pirate, Jinbei is trusted and respected throughout the land. Throughout the island.
Luffy isn't here right now, but I'll relay the message to him. Go ahead.
First, do not fight Hody. And second, I await you in the forest of the sea. Those are the 2 messages.
The forest. Hody.
Coral Hill, Fishman Island.
The Straw Hat Pirates have done it now! They've occupied Ryugu Castle! What? Why'd they do that?
It can't be. They seem like such nice people.
How could
they do that?
goes one of the mermaid quintuplets.
They're the ones who kidnapped the girls at the inlet. They must be the ones Madame Charlie saw in the vision, too. The prophecy's already coming true! They've finally shown their true colors. I heard that 2 of the Straw Hat Pirates are in the back room of the Mermaid Cafe. The security forces have gone to arrest them.
And there's a crash.
Kung Fu Panda! Oh, ah, what?
And then it's Chopper, but he has a brand new form, and it's called Kung Fu Point.
Out of the way! Waya! Hooga! Hooya! Sanji is still recovering. Don't touch him.
What is that animal? It morphed!
Go with you to Ryugu Castle? You just want to capture us.
Hey,
Sanji, you have to stay in bed.
is she at Ryugu Castle? The mermaid princess? She is. What of it? I'm going there, even if it kills me.
You are? Don't you ever give up. If she's beautiful, you'll die.
Shell Tower, Ryugu Castle.
Hey, what are you doing?
Let's go outside.
I can't, Luffy. It's too...
You said you wanted to go somewhere. I'd go crazy if I had to stay here for 10 years. And I want to thank you for the food, so lead the way.
But if I did that, it would cause a lot of trouble for the castle staff.
Where do you want to go?
Huh?
The forest of the sea. Oh, I said it, but it's only a dream. I could never go outside.
What are you crying about now?
I'm sorry. I tried to muster my courage, but please don't be angry with me. You're scary.
You're a real pain in the butt.
I'm a pain.
Ah, I'm sorry. And then there's a boom sound.
Ah!
What was that? That noise? Did that guy throw something again? What a pest. And something is happening to the Ryugu Castle. What is that?
What's that noise? Is this another one of Vandertekken's spears? It's coming from Shell Tower. Shirahoshi is in danger. Are the guards with her?
No, we're all here.
Pirates, go see that the princess is safe. What are you talking about?
Your Majesty, you'll expose the princess to danger.
We have no choice right now. Shell Tower is in the northeast sector of the castle. Go, quickly.
Why is the Hostage telling us what to do?
Shut it! Shirahoshi is my own daughter. Someone has been trying to kill her. If anything happens to her, I will pursue you to the darkest depths of the ocean.
The mermaid princess? I gotta have a look. I'll go and protect her right away.
Wait! Brock!
Would it be all right if I looked at her underwear?
Oh, brother, he's obviously has ulterior motives. The princess is in a whole new kind of danger now. Wait, Skeleton! Minister of the Right! You can leave me tied up, but take me with you. Shell Tower is under my jurisdiction. If anything happens to the princess, I'll never live it down.
you're a bad boy too.
Don't be stupid!
Because Brooke thinks that the Minister of the Right just wants to peep in on Shirahoshi.
Fiends! I've got to jump on you now!
I've got to jump on you now, Sanji! Yo!
I've always wanted to go to the forest of the sea for the last 10 years, but they told me it was too dangerous for me to leave the tower, and I was afraid to go outside anyway. Luffy, will you really take me there?
Sure.
Will you really protect me?
Sure. Leave it to me. And then Shirahoshi, hearing this, starts tearing up again. Stop that! If you keep crying, the deal's off! Actually, you're gonna take me there because I can't swim.
I'm sorry, I'm just so happy.
You're such a crybaby. What a wimp! But if we go outside, everyone will notice because you're so huge.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I got a plan.
Mermaid Princess, are you alright? Skeleton, look around the tower. What? Impossible. He didn't hurl axe or knives this time. That was the sound of human pirates hitting the tower! How inhumane! How bizarre! That's Vanderdecken!
What? Vanderdecken? So the sounds of things impacting the castle were still living human bodies, being shocked at the castle itself with extreme force. Can you imagine just getting thrown into a solid wall? Like, imagine if it was a solid stone wall, like this was stone, and your body was being thrown into it. There are a lot of people. There's one who has his whole head embedded into the wall, just hanging there. I would figure that his neck would have snapped because your neck bends, and if your body's hanging off, I don't think it would survive the tension.
That was the sound of human pirates hitting the tower! How inhumane! How bizarre! That's Vanderdecken!
What? Vanderdecken? Wait, they're getting up!
This is bad. The impregnable Ryogo castle has been penetrated. He's filled it with his blooded, thirsty pirates! It's an attack! His Majesty is in danger! The princess is in peril!
The attacks have stopped. Come on, Wimpy!
All right. Let's go, Megalo!
Go, Shark! To the forest of the sea! And Luffy bursts out of Shirahoshi's room, and Shirahoshi is hiding in the mouth of Megalo. And I don't think he's okay with it because it is like it's like she's inside of Megalo, but she's stuffed in there, and Megalo's having a very hard time trying to, keep her down. It's like he's gagging on her, so it's like a very bad look. To the forest of the sea!
Huh? Megalo?
Huh? Is that Luffy? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Volume 62 of One Piece. We are in Fishman Island, everybody! And the insanity for this entire arc has already begun. And I am so glad that I was able to bring this session of One Piece to all of you. Now it's time for me to get some food, because all that talk about meat makes me want to get something all nice and juicy to eat, and I'll go out and get myself my double fillet of fish meal with a large fry this time, because I am hungry. But thank you for tuning in today. I know a lot of things happened, and I stepped away, and the pacing for today's session seemed a little bit off, or at least it carried on just a little bit longer than I normally did. But I just want to say thank you for your patience as I continue on with the series. Tomorrow we continue with Volume 63, and we're just going to continue on until I am done with this entire series. So buckle up, because we got a lot of great moments coming up. I'm really looking forward to the Dressrosa arc, because that is by far one of the biggest and longest arcs, because it's several volumes. But I can't wait to get to the Dressrosa arc. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyway, all I can say at the end of this session is, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then please, because this helps the channel greatly, like, subscribe, and share the stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!